Oh my gosh, I gotta make my bed before somebody yells at me for not
I
doing
think.
that. I don't think you fixed it.
Oh my fucking god! I thought I did. Oh.
You can do it, Danger. I believe in you. I believe in your technical ability.
I know what's the issue. I know what's the issue. I just can't figure it out.
Is it not?
No, so the issue is I unplugged my microphone for the whole day because I had to print a lot of documents. And I have a extra printer in my room that can like do high volume stuff. So I was printing like 2 books basically for a class that I need to do. So I bought them legally.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was printing a lot of documents. So now my computer doesn't
have to say that. But I appreciate it.
My computer doesn't recognize my microphone
in
anymore.
case we all thought, oh, okay, so it's just not recognizing it. That does suck.
So I think I'm just gonna have to restart the computer. Honestly, now they're plugged back. That'll probably solve it.
If you're sure,
it'll probably solve it. Honestly, yeah. I'll just restart. I'll be right back in like 3 minutes.
Okay, see you in a second with those SSD loading times. Hey, Nicole. She can't hear me, but I said hi.
Say hi. Go ahead.
Hi.
It's the most adorable robotic voice.
Oh, was it a robot?
I'm guessing it just doesn't pick it up well when it's like far away from your mouth.
You're not a robot. You're crazy.
Why are you saying hi to your mom? Isn't your mom like right next to you?
Yeah, but she's
there's like
a video of mine and she can see it.
You got 2 moms and 2 dads.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, there's time for goofs and gaffs. We can chill until people get here. Plus, Platypus is restarting his PC because it exploded. Hey, Koi.
Hey.
So, Guided, when's the delivery date for that webcam, huh?
Right. Yeah.
That's a very non-answer. He's back. Does he sound low quality?
Does he have a snack?
Or does he have that nice vocal compression? He still sounds like it's webcam mode.
Wait. No. I'm fixing this shit. Give me a sec. Now my computer should recognize that I have 2 microphones.
Hey, how about that one?
Hey, there we go.
Go.
That's different. There we go. And I'm not hearing myself, which is excellent.
Oh, that was an issue. Oh yeah, because the webcam picks up the sound. Yeah, my speaker's next to it.
Yeah.
I'm a D&D champion now.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need to be a D&D champion. Learn how to do technical stuff. Man,
also log on D&D roll 20 on time.
I'm actually late. I'm the one who's late to that. Look at this fool. Look at this stupid DM who doesn't even have roll 20 open. All right, we're just waiting on Odin. Is he at war right now? Is that what's going on?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Wait, Koi sounds like...
What?
You sounded like a robot.
Do I still sound like a robot?
No, you're good.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta no, there were some occasions where I could hear myself coming through your speaker, Koi, but that's not here today, which is good. Also, hello, Odin.
Hello.
We got to get you to turn on your webcam, so then we got the 7 out of 8, and then we can peer pressure Guided. We can all bully her.
You can already peer pressure.
We can't even see. We can't see her.
Haven't
crying.
you bullied me enough, Josie?
Just casually kill your family. Whoopsies.
Wait, is that your option? No
That's
webcam
a
or
little
kill your family.
that's a little DM trick we like to call emotional trauma.
Damn.
Anyways, we're all here. Before we get started, we do have some bookkeeping to do. Obviously, we're going to go through leveling. Also, if you haven't leveled up, we're going to do that now. But before we get into that, I wrote down to remember that Pog is going to heal everybody, but that's in game, so we'll do that later. Odin, I am buffing your magic item because I think it is pretty weak. I'm changing it from once per day to once per short or long rest, which should enable it a lot more often unless you're like really just going through combat to combat to combat. And that should, I think, given what it does, that would help it a lot.
Isn't that what Odin does though?
It used to be once per day.
Yeah, but Odin always does combat to combat to combat to combat.
I guess
don't know
you're
what
right.
you're talking about.
If anything, the cooldown needs to be lower based on how many battles it goes in per day.
But I am doing once per short, or because a short rest is still minimum an hour, and there's only so many short rests you could reasonably do, I think.
I thought a short rest is at minimum like 30 minutes or something like that.
No, it's an hour according to the rule books. But even if it's not, that's what we're going with. That's what I've been. I mean, not that you guys have really taken many short rests. It's like only been long rests. I still need to get a handle on balancing time management. The other thing, that one will be handled in game, but Ganondorf's also getting a buff because his weapon early game was cool, but now it just kind of, they were supposed to be like signature things that you guys use somewhat often, but obviously Ganondorf doesn't have a reason to use a spear because it's kind of poopy. Right. Okay. Ganondorf, your spell list, that is something we do have to update, unless you've done that already.
No. Are you talking about adding Speak with Animals back?
Yes. So Speak with Animals is default part of Barbarian. You cannot lose it, and you should not have been able to replace it.
Roll 20 otherwise. Oh, why am I keep doing?
Is that roll 20 or is that the Character Mancer?
Yes, one and the same thing.
The Character Mancer is somebody else's add-on. Strictly speaking, it is not roll 20. And even then, strictly speaking, it's definitely not 5th edition D&D, which is where we're trying to stay close to. So you get that back, which is great. I believe that means one of your spells should not be there. So,
Oh, is that what you're making me do, even though it's a ritual?
well, yes, because by default, when you let me just check Warlock. When you get level 1 in Warlock, you should only get 2 spells regardless. I think. I'm checking that right now. Right. You learn 2 cantrips and then you learn 2 spells. So yes, you should only have been able to do that. You shouldn't have learned 3 spells.
I'll delete shield off there then for now.
Okay. Yes.
How do you?
That makes sense.
What do you do?
So in the very, very bottom right per level slot, very nice to see Odin playing New World. There's a lock button and you click delete.
All right, shield is gone.
Okay.
I just put in the verbiage for Speak with Animals. I know it's a 10-minute cast time because it's a ritual, but I don't have any of the flavor text.
I can copy and paste that with you. I can do that for you, sir.
I also don't have like components or anything like that. I think with a ritual you don't need the components and stuff though, right?
Ritual, you're not spending spell slots and you're not spending components. You just basically take an extra 10 minutes to cast it.
Right. Is there a range on that at all?
No, it's a self buff. It just gives you the ability to talk to animals, man.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Dang. So you're committing over to the Warlock, huh?
No. Spoilers. Yes,
I didn't spoil it.
Well,
You guys were talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I spoil it?
I
Oh.
multi-classed
I guess I
into
did, yeah.
Warlock. I took 1 level in it.
It was going to be revealed just in a moment because I did want to have everybody go through like their things. No. That's perfectly fine. Okay, I think
You're fine, man.
that's all done. Okay. The other thing, did Galadriel end up finishing her level up, or is that still in the works?
She is currently doing it.
Okay.
But when she added her multi-class, it keeps resetting the HP down to 0. So it says average is 0.
Okay, so she's doing Druid.
Cancel it and redo it like twice already. It's still just stupid.
Okay, you can type the number in physically. So okay, so I see she's at the beginning. This is what you want to do. Do you see where it says Ranger and it says level 7 +1? You want to go from that +1 to 0, because right now you're adding. Okay, and then for Druid, you want that to be +1.
But what is the? There it is. So click average now. Not on that. Not on Ranger. Not on Ranger. On Druid.
Yeah, on the Druid part.
There. No, you're good. Now move
Yeah,
on.
and the average is, and well, first you also got to put 5 in the little HP
Yeah, it's
thing
in there
because I
now.
don't.
It repopulated
okay.
when she added the. You added it. It went
Gotcha.
from 53 to 59. So.
Okay, and then you just continue on.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's no problem.
But we're gonna have to resolve
what
the spell issue with it, because.
Yes.
Whatever you got
So
to talk
I have the list of things pulled up. So once you get there, if you need help, just holler. Otherwise, I guess you're there right now. Okay. So let's see what the character mancer says here, because I'm guessing it thinks you already know the spells, but you know this from the Ranger class, which is distinct from your multi-class. So it should. Okay, it is being stupid. I see. Okay. So here is how it's going to work. Galadriel, or I guess Dynasty. Just write down the names of all those spells you know, and then I will manually add them back into your spell list. You can go ahead and select your new Druid spells, and then I'll just literally drag and drop the ones that you've quote-unquote deleted back into your character sheet. I did call her Dynasty because we're leveling up, which I don't think is something you would speak to the character in-game about. Because this is weird. So just write down what spells you have, uncheck everything, and then just follow the character mancer, and it should let you choose 3 new spells plus, I think, 2 cantrips. So right. Okay. As long as you're getting 2 cantrips plus 3 other spells, then you're good to go. And then just pull up that list of deleted of like the unlearned spells, and I'll re-add them back in, because that should happen. Okay, that is it for that. While you're doing that, let's really quickly go around and do some level up discussions, like what we all did. And then we'll go from there. So we'll start at the top with guided.
I am a mini tonk now with 56 HP, and I have counterspell, and I swapped out my poison sphere for blight.
Wasn't
and
that
I
the one
have
where you got?
Did you say you're a tank now?
I'm a mini tonk.
Okay. So you can take like half a hit, or?
Yeah, totally. I can take a half a hit now. But yeah, blight is the overly powered, the OP spell that Flinty did.
Flinty did cast blight. I do remember that. That was pretty good.
So if there are 2 of us using it now.
Yeah, I'm a little more worried about counterspell, because that's just mean. But I guess I also have access to counterspell, so whatever. That's all you got, right?
Yeah, and another sorcery point.
Okay. All right, moving on to Flinty.
Imagine complaining about a player having counterspell when you literally casted the entirety of hell on us.
Yeah, but like, hell isn't counterspell. Just saying. Just saying.
Just waiting. I'm just waiting for the hide spell, meta magic.
What is the true hell then?
All right, Flinty.
Well, allow me to demonstrate my new ability.
Okay. Are you literally just relieving gas? Is that what's going on?
Except I don't have any of spell components, so it's not going to work.
I heavily dislike the idea that that's what you do to cast your spell, but I can't say no. I'm just very disappointed.
I'm sorry. I mean, all this diary was leading up to this moment. I had better options, but I just had to pick this one.
I can't believe this is the character choice you're making. It's it's more hard CC. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
AoE CC. Okay, dang.
And it's a Constitution save CC.
Oh man. All right, so Pog can just run in there. I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
I also got another. I replaced the spell with this one, so I can do some damage. Maybe 4d10.
They're frightened
every turn.
and take 4d10
every turn.
CC and 4d10 damage is pretty good. Dang, all right. And I've been told your charisma is 19 now.
Yep, I got 2 more charisma.
All right. I would very much like to... I have a little bit of cognitive dissonance going on about this very foul-smelling gnome with high charisma, but I suppose we'll make it work. Wheelie, tell us about your level ups.
I got +2 dexterity and that's it.
Oh, right, you don't get spells. So, okay. You just get +2 to dex. Okay. That is +1 AC and +1 initiative, though.
That is, but...
Okay.
I didn't even notice the initiative. I noticed the AC, though. So.
Okay. Lovely. Ganondorf, sorry for sort of ruining the surprise, but why don't you go ahead and talk about what you've done?
I went ahead and multi-classed into Warlock. I went with the Hexblade Warlock. With that, I get the Hexblade's Curse, so starting at level 1, I get the ability to place a curse on someone. As a bonus action, I get to choose one creature I can see within 30 feet. The target's cursed for 1 minute. Basically what that means is I get a bonus to damage rolls against that cursed target. The bonus is equal to my proficiency bonus, so it's basically a +3 damage for me right now. Any attack I make against a cursed target is a critical on a 19 or 20. When they die, I regain the hit points equal to my Warlock level plus my Charisma modifier, which is 1. My Charisma modifier is 0. And then with that, I also got some cantrips and some level 1 spells. I got Mage Hand, which is a cantrip. Basically, I can use it to open stuff or open a container, retrieve an item, pour the contents of a vial. I can move the hand up to 30 feet at a time. I can't attack or activate magic items or carry more than 10 pounds. Prestidigitation is another one I got, which is...
That one's a fun one.
Yeah,
that was good for everything.
It's a minor magical party trick, as they describe it.
Well, no, I mean it's good for combat because if you need a little distraction, it's great. But also, the RP value is off the roofs.
Yeah, so I can do instantaneous, harmless sensory effects, such as like a shower of sparks or a puff of wind or little musical notes or a small odd odor. I can snuff out a candle or light a candle. I can clean or soil an object. I can chill or warm something up to 1 cubic foot.
So like a microwave?
Yeah, microwaves don't really chill stuff, but
like both ways.
Oh, like a reverse microwave.
Yeah, a microwave, but both ways.
Yeah. No, I get what
you
you
mean.
mean.
Like a fridge.
It's similar. No, a reverse microwave. I know what he meant. He said it right.
It's good to know. We've been eating everything cold and since the start of the
Yeah.
adventure, so
And then for my level 1 spells, I did have shield, but I just took that off to get my speak with animals back. That was my mistake. But I did grab Armor of Agathis, which is an action, and it gives me a protective magical force that surrounds me, manifesting as a spectral frost that covers you and your gear. I gain 5 temporary hit points, and if a creature hits me with a melee attack while I have these hit points, creature takes 5 cold damage. And I have Hex, which is a bonus action, which is separate from the Hexblade's Curse. But the Hex, I can place a curse on a creature, and it's a lot similar to Hunter's Mark. I deal an extra 1d6 of necrotic damage to the target whenever I hit it with an attack. And then I can transfer it over when they drop to 0, or remove the curse if I want to end it early. What I got?
Okay. I'm not undoing anything you said. Just for future reference, I thought we talked about this, but I should have been more clear. You technically should not be able to multiclass into Warlock without at least 13 in Charisma, but it's already done, and I'm letting you go forward with it. So this is why I said talk to me first. I thought I messaged you. I thought I said you needed 13 in Charisma. You said, oh, Ganondorf's super charismatic. I was like, all right. And I didn't check your character sheet. Whatever, it happened. You're a Warlock now. You can take more levels. Character Mancer does not account for everything. That much I know, but it happened already. And I think it's cool, so it's fine. Right. I believed you, and you lied to me.
I did. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I was I was confusing charisma and constitution. I think was my problem because I was 15 in constitution, and they're both C words. And I was like, yeah, it's the same thing.
Isn't that gonna affect the quality of your spells though? Because usually you can multiclass with something that has the same spellcasting modifier, but I guess you don't have one, right?
No.
The thing is, the biggest thing for him, Hexblade's Curse is irrespective of your charisma anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Hex itself, I don't know if there's a save. Yeah, I think Hex is just like at the end of the day, you could just take self buffs, which aren't dependent on your charisma anyways.
Yep.
But okay, whatever. All right, moving on to Odin.
Yeah, so I got some huge improvements. I gained a level. I stuck 2 points into Constitution. I got 67 health now. It's pretty great.
With 22 AC, that is quite a tank.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Still dies the most.
I mean, that is true.
Yeah.
You see, after my first death, I'm like, all right, all points are going to Constitution. Okay. That's it. Yeah, that's my whole entire level up.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, maybe don't isolate yourself and you'll die less, but what do I know about strategy?
Okay. To be fair, when I died, I was surrounded by friends. They just chose to ignore my death.
Okay, to be fair, you had 3 death saving throws, and then you got shot twice when I left you.
Okay, that is good.
Sure you got healed a little bit too in between that. You just kept getting hit.
You shot it twice.
Wasn't in that same fight you were on by yourself in the treasure room at one point, just taking loot while we were all fighting for our lives?
That was after he died and came back to life. But that was also very good. Yes, he didn't do anything that fight.
Literally standing next to Ganondorf when I died. Like we were basically holding hands. And then he was like, it was like a scene off of Titanic, but he just let go of me instantly.
Yeah, pretty much. Galadriel, I see you're still working on your spell list, unless my end is weird, so I can skip over you and come back when you're done with that. Poggy Woggy.
Oh, so I'm not the last one? Cool.
My little Pog champ. No, I'm going in the order of the list.
I'm usually last one because it goes by opposite for weight. So usually I'm last.
Right. What has this campaign ever done that?
Hey, There's a lot of fat shaming going on.
What? No, this is a whataboutism. I asked you a genuine question. You just that doesn't.
All right. Let's talk about reality here. So I have a spell now to lose weight that I picked at level 5. That's not true. I don't have that. Let me tell you what I actually have. So now that I'm level 8, all my cantrips that I cast are now affected by my spell damage modifier.
Yes. Dang, seriously?
Yes. So point is, my cantrips are now actual spells. So I no longer have to choose between wasting a spell slot or clapping cheeks. I can just clap cheeks all I want, It's pretty good.
Yeah, so you're adding wisdom to everything, to all your cantrips.
Pretty much,
okay,
yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so Toll the Dead is now, I think it's like 2d12 plus 6 or 7,
4
I forgot.
or something.
Yeah.
Your wisdom is not +6. Your wisdom is +4.
Plus 5, my bad. No, my wisdom is also 20 now. I'm very wise. Still an idiot.
So it's +5.
Yeah, it's
okay.
+5 now. Yeah.
I expect you to maybe behave less unwise moving forward.
No, wisdom allows me to reflect on my actions, and my intelligence allows me to not learn a thing from my reflecting back on my actions. That's the idea of my character. Is that he goes into poor situation and he's like, there's really something to figure out here, but then he can't really figure out anything. He's kind of an idiot, so just repeats the same mistake. That's why you need balance in life.
He knows he did something wrong, but he doesn't learn.
Yeah, but he can't quite grasp it. If anything, Paul is going through some rough stuff. What do I have? I have Beacon of Hope now, which is a pretty good spell. Basically, it gives everybody advantage on a lot of saving throws and things like that. I also have a spell now that allows me to just life transfer. So instead of healing person based on dice roll, I can just remove a portion of my health and just heal them by a lot, which is convenient. It might save people that just do 1v7 like Odin. And aside from that, that's mostly it. I just mostly gained wisdom, and my cantrips now clap a lot, and I have more health, I guess, because dwarfs. That's it.
Okay. I do want to emphasize that I'm pretty sure that entire time people were just busy talking about your weight and not your ability growth. So
that's fine. Pog's kind of used to it. Every time he tries to talk about something, people judge him by his appearance, and he never gets anything across. And
how does it start? I don't remember anyone calling you fat.
I just tried to explain what I got as leveling up, and I was happy about it, and people just talked about my hate, my my weight.
I was so confused the whole time he kept saying everybody was making fun of his weight, because I was like, where did that even come from? But I guess Josie called Pog fat at one point.
Yeah, he did for sure.
That's Ganondorf.
Yeah. So. And Pog's too dumb to understand that it didn't mean anything, so he's rolling with it.
How does Pog know what I'm saying?
He has a connection, man. I'm taking a long rest.
No,
that's all I have. I just have my cantrip that do damage based on wisdom now. I have 20 wisdom instead of 18, so more bonuses for damage and healing. And I have a spell that allows me to heal for the maximum amount and give people increased chance on saving throws in an area.
Oh, dang.
That's mostly
that sounds good.
Okay, go to your character sheet, click bio. What does this say next to weight?
So here's the thing, Koi. Dwarves have a passive that allows me to drag more things in my inventory and not be affected. So I can basically be as fat as I wish.
And no. In your character sheet under bio, it says age, size, height, weight.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Where is it? Oh, it's in bio? I never felt that shit. It says nothing. Oh, wait. No. It just says medium. The fuck does that mean? Oh, no, wait. Weight is kind of fat.
Okay, so who put that there?
Yeah.
Wait, it says kind of fat?
Yeah, it says age
interesting.
90,
I wonder
98,
who put that there.
Size medium, height kind of tall, weight kind of fat, eyes none. That doesn't mean anything. Skin normal.
None?
Pog has no eyes.
I didn't think about that one.
And you didn't say anything when I.
You remember that I showed up late to the D&D party and I filled that thing pretty quickly.
Oh my god. Eyes none. So good.
Well, that certainly explains why your character is interestingly blind at times. So.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, all right. Last but not least, Eragon, good sir. Oh, I guess second to last because we're going to go back to Galadriel, but.
Okay. So let's see. So as a druid, once I hit level 8, I can transform into flying creatures now, which is really nice.
Oh, dang, you can.
Yeah. Although, not gonna lie, I already have the cloak, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But there are certain creatures that have flybys or a flyby ability, which is really helpful.
Those pterodons.
Yeah, aerial combat. I can also transform into stuff that's like bigger that can fly, so it could be some sort of transportation, unless if we don't want to use the bees.
Honestly, like if Pog's the heal bot, Eragon's the TM slave.
Yeah, you're right. So I forgot Ice Knife and Goodberry. Let's see, and I learned Healing Spirit. Fine, so I can finally heal people.
See, look at that Pog. People are trying to help out.
Yeah,
they're trying to help out, but we all know that. Yeah, sure. I'll have to cast shit anyway.
Okay, whatever. Fine, I won't cast it. I forgot Wind Wall and Tidal Wave, and I learned Call Lightning, which is a really nice AoE spell. That does a lot more damage if we're ever outside and it's just less like it's cloudy or stormy, and plant growth. So
okay,
yeah, I can grow plants now.
That's a lot of text. I'll read it when it's cast, and then we'll figure it out then, because I don't want to keep holding off. Keep holding off. But I like this. I like this very much.
And then
very cool.
I also learned Conjure Woodland Beings because like Josie said, I'm a slave trader over here. And Ice Storm because I forgot Ice Knife and I thought maybe I could replace it with that.
Maybe rephrase that last sentence, but that's
wait.
Okay.
I didn't really gain any what's it called? Modifiers? Like
really?
Yeah, I gain a feat instead. So
okay, yeah, you can choose between. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And I chose Warcaster because I do a lot of concentration spells, so I'll get advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain my spells.
What the heck is that last one?
And then yes, so if I ever do a opportunity attack, I can cast a spell instead.
Nice.
I don't like that. That's nasty.
Yeah. So that's about it.
Yeah, it's a good perk for level 8.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it has to be single target based on the description, but that's still quite strong.
Well, so it says it says must target only that creature. So I assume it could be like AoE as long as I hit just that creature.
I guess that's fair. That I will allow. Yeah, I think like a reaction AoE would be disgusting because that would completely break the action economy more than it already is broken. Yeah. A lot of battles are going to be skewed in your favor because I don't want to deal with 10 plus enemies. So you're going to have more turns regardless. Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, and I gained some health. So, I'm a mini tonk too.
So you'll say that, but enemies are going to hit harder. Although I guess to be fair, you won't normally be running against CR 20 enemies. So
I mean, I basically am a tank actually with my wild shape.
Yeah, you have a lot of effective HP.
Mm-hmm. My AC just sucks though. That's all.
Well, there are ways you can improve that. Okay. How's it looking, Galadriel?
I can go through it real quick. I don't know if it's working right or not, but I chose to multi-class to a Druid, and I have gained 3 spells. I chose Absorb Elements, Create or Destroy Water, Earth Tremor, and then I guess 2 of them are cantrips. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the summary page. Frostbite and Produce Flame. I can't click on them right now to see what they do exactly.
Oh, it's fine.
I've also gained Armor Proficiency, Druidic, Ritual Casting, some more spell slots, and I went from 53 hit points to 59 hit points. And that's it.
Okay. Great. So just make sure you hit apply changes, and hopefully it doesn't poop itself.
And then I got to add the ones that I had to take off in order to add those ones.
Yeah, basically. And I can just like drag and drop. Oh, it looks like it worked. Okay, so what spells did you remove? And I'll just add the ones that you already know back in.
Okay, so I need to add in for level 1 spells, Hunter's Mark, Zephyr Strike, and I took off Goodberry and want to add Cure Wounds.
Okay. For some reason, they're all still there, but that's fine. But I'll take out Goodberry and add in Cure Wounds for you. I don't...
Okay.
Oh, Character Mancer. Well, I guess, as frustrating as it can be, it is, I would say, infinitely easier than doing it pen and paper.
Yeah.
All right, that is done.
Level 2 would be Silence and Spike Growth.
Those are still there.
Okay. And then the cantrip, the Poison Spray was a racial spell, and I was only allowed to add 2. The Produce Flame, is that on there?
Produce Flame and Frostbite. Yes.
Okay, so I was supposed to be able to add 3. So Magic Stone is the one that it wouldn't let me add, because it wouldn't let me take off Poison Spray.
I don't think you should be able to add 3.
Oh, was it only 2?
I believe it is still only 2. According to my list, you gain...
Oh, 2 cantrips, 3 spells.
You gain 2 cantrips and 3 spells, right?
Oh, okay. So that one was actually working, right?
And you should also gain an extra 2 level 1 spell slots. I don't know if your previous total was 4, but if it was, it should go up to 6.
It was. Okay.
Okay. So I think... really? Well, then just in the slots remaining, just put that to 6 and write that down somewhere that you have 6 level 1 spell slots, because that's... Okay. Wait a second. Wait. Let me backtrack on that. It may not be true. You might only get the maximum based on like the highest level available to you in each individual class. Let me check real quick. I could have lied. Spell slots.
Everybody.
Dang. Spell slots determine your available spell by adding together all your levels in the Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, and Wizard classes, and half your level in Paladin and Ranger. Round it down, so that's 3 Ranger and 1 Druid. So total. Actually, no, it's normal. It is 4-3. It's 4-3. Yeah. Okay. That is everything. So yes, very exciting stuff.
Yes.
I guess I'll update the quest list later, but I think we all know what's going on. Okay, I don't want to delay this anymore, but thank you all for going through that. As I've said, I think it is very useful for me and also for all of you guys to really like finalize what you can and can do. So now that is done, without further ado, unless there are any other questions, I will go ahead and give you the intro, and I'll let you listen in peace. Previously on Ballers and Bagpipes. Isarya?
It's me. Put that away. You're gonna hurt yourself. Where's Dad?
Quickly hugs you. It took him Can I hug you?
I'm just gonna like side eye her.
Something very interesting happens. Odin, you are healed for 10.
That is interesting.
Did you come to get me?
Yeah, but first activate the missiles.
What do you need the 4 for? We only have like 4.
We're going to ride into Kars.
Can't you just use 1? That's a terrible idea.
It isn't terrible to me.
You see him jump in the way of this chain, and he goes flying over Isarya's body, and he does not get back up.
Oh no.
And Isarya, you see this.
You are the last hope that Kars has. I give you my remaining power.
I just want to fucking roar.
You roar in a mixture of rage and desperation amidst tears. You deal 223 damage to the Pit Fiend, which is blasted away into the rocks behind him and completely shredded apart by your roar. You are my incredible, beautiful, brave, courageous daughter. This world needs you, so don't do anything stupid.
Can't promise that.
And I guess this is goodbye for now.
I guess it is.
Are you crying? Have you tried just not being sad anymore? I'm not really good with strong emotions. It's ballers and bagpipes.
All right. I will say canonically, you don't like level up until after you go to sleep. I promise I won't throw fights at you, so we don't have to like worry about that weird disconnect. But there's some stuff I want to deal with, particularly with Galadriel becoming a druid. I think there should be a little bit of time set apart to explain how that went about. And also Ganondorf becoming a warlock, because that's definitely deserves some of its own thing. But yeah, just to remind you of what has just happened. So Isarya, when Kiavra went down, and pretty much like right after Isarya went down, and her father jumped in the way to stop like the final real killing blow, which awakens something in her. And she absorbed Kiavra's like soul pretty much. The only thing, so very much Skyrim-like, but Kiavra's body is still there. Just to clarify if there were questions about that. Other than that, I think that's everything. You guys are, again, canonically, I know you leveled up and you reset your health, but you guys are definitely very hurt after the battle. You've got these citizens that need to go back. But I turn the session over to your hands. And I do want to say, when Kiavra died, almost like, and after Isarya like let out, as soon as the portals closed, the temperature of this volcano dropped very suddenly. And you guys start to see the little magma pools start to harden into stone. The steam that was coming from the river begins to disappear as the temperature drops. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a snowy mountain, but it's cooler. As if a large energy has just left. All right, back to you guys.
So how much of the dragon is left? Does it have flesh and scales and everything? Or is it like Skyrim when you absorb the soul, it's just the skeleton that's left?
It has everything.
What about Isarya's dad?
Well, he is missing most of his chest organs, like his heart, and I guess the upper part of his lungs, and maybe some of his stomach, liver. I don't actually know what's in there yet. I haven't gotten to that part in my studies. But your heart's there, and that's important. Probably.
So do we bury him in the volcano or not in the volcano?
I think you should ask Isarya that, not me.
Yeah, that's who I asked.
Are we taking him back to your homeland, or do you want to do a burial here?
Because we have lava.
Well, it's snow now, right?
It's all hardened. Is there actually a light source in here now? With all the lava?
It's not hardened completely. It is starting to harden, so it's in that weird state where it's like black, but still, I guess, like liquid. I think from the big lava pool, like up here, there's still bits of it that are just swirling around, but over time it'll lose its heat. There is light coming out from the central opening up top. It is about mid-afternoon, so the sun is still up, and there's like a cloudy overhang as well.
I do want to take him back.
Oh my
I think
god.
my mom and sister would want to see them.
Whatever you guys do, do it quickly. Because I can't stand being here anymore.
I'm
With all these dead bodies.
I'm trying to pick him up.
Maybe Galadriel could use her bow of fate to make him look less holy.
I think she already used it. I don't know if she can use it twice in a day or not.
What was it? I didn't hear him. Sorry.
The bow of
Rewind
fate.
time. I used it already.
It was too long. For sure. We said it was. Yeah, I remember it was too long.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on, Pog, but Halden's not a very heavy halfling. But
do I pick him up with 8?
No.
What?
I can put him in my my remembrance amulet, and we can take him that way.
Okay, I'll throw in the amulet.
Well, is Isarya good with that, or?
Yeah, if it makes his transportation easier.
Okay, so I hold my amulet to him, and I say disintegrate, and he goes into my amulet.
That's a very interesting choice of
Well,
words.
that's what it says. That when you want something to go in, you say disintegrate, and then when you want something to come out, you say reveal.
It's not
Wait, really?
integrate. Why not integrate?
I don't know.
Galadriel, you can't just say stuff like that. Isarya's
Says
dad
put
just
in,
died.
reassure it, and say disintegrate.
Wait,
Just following the rules.
for remembrance?
That's what it says. This is what I copied. Hold on.
That's not part of the copy. I think that's what you put in yourself as the command word.
I don't remember
I think
saying
it's fitting.
disintegrate the
It's great.
Yeah, I agree.
last time, but
I definitely did not put in command words. Those last 2 lines were definitely not part of the original. I have the original. It's in the drive.
then I just think we could go in.
You're so insensitive, Galadriel.
Yeah, you see, it's disintegrating. How this is gone. You're just gone. Turn to dust. No, you hold out your amulet as it begins to glow a faint blue, and the clock on its surface begins turning counterclockwise faster and faster as wisps of color flow from Halden into your amulet, and I guess I never really thought about like what it looks like when something is stored in the amulet, but he just kind of goes in there, just kind of zoops in there.
He just kind of like disintegrates into it.
Sure.
Eragon, what
Whatever
are you doing
you
with a
say.
spoon? Are you trying to put a spoon on your head?
Oh, no, sorry. Ignore what I'm doing.
Eragon's holding out a spoon just at you
Yeah,
guys.
he was
It's
like,
very confusing.
spoon.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to look at the dragon. Okay.
Oh.
As Galadriel is doing that, I'm gonna walk up to Kiavor. I'm gonna kind of like pat the little area that I can reach, and I'm just gonna cut off, like reach for my dagger that's at my side. I'm just gonna cut off one of his scales and take it with
Okay.
me and put it in my bag of holding.
No, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. In your hand, the scale is, I want to say, like probably roughly this big, as big as this little pop filter, right? Because he's a very, very old dragon, and it is still faintly warm to the touch, bright crimson red. And you like swear it's like almost pulsing very, very faintly with some sort of energy.
I will take 2 more.
Okay.
How much do you think we could get for this dragon?
A lot, but it's like the giant koi that we killed. Like,
But I can reduce it.
I just,
Or-
I want him to have a burial too. I mean, we can get what we want from him, I guess, but I was kind of thinking of lighting him up
I want all the
later
teeth,
when I
all the horns.
Can dragons even be like lit up?
the
Like,
air.
aren't
Well,
they-
I mean, he'll. I don't know. Is he still resistant even if he's dead?
I mean, yeah, usually.
You want to find out?
Well, I
I'm
don't
gonna
have
cast
any magic
Fireball.
right now, and I'm like on death's door myself, so it's gonna have.
Oh
to
yeah,
be
yeah, I forgot.
later.
I have to heal people. Whoops.
Isarya's super messed up.
Oh yeah, she's
I do
actually
have to
passed
say.
out. She's at 0. Oh my fucking god.
Well,
No,
technically
I'm
not. Remember what happened last
stable.
session with the whole
Oh,
anime plot armor thing?
so do I need to heal or not?
Anime plot armor. Yes, please.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at Ganondorf because Pog can probably see him on top of the hill, and he looks really badly hurt. When you lose 2 hit points, he goes on a tantrum. So I cannot imagine losing more than 30. Ganondorf must be like a drama queen right now, right? He's probably like, "I'm really hurt. I'm really hurt."
I was.
Something like that.
We're no longer that though. I'm kind of just.
Okay.
Is there anything that the demons dropped? Since they kind of like disintegrated.
Come for heal.
No, but you can roll a perception check.
Yeah, you guys heal for 18.
What's
Well, those that are injured. If you're not injured, so I guess it's Groot, Ganondorf, Wheelie, Isarya, Beast of the Land. I think that's it.
Josie.
Yes.
So, with Kiavra's soul, does that mean his magic is gone, or is his magic still with him? With his
I
body?
don't know.
Yes, yes, it is.
You could ask
I don't know.
You can ask Yavor.
I don't have the ability to talk to the dead.
Wheelie, you do at the mouth of this inflow of river. You see a pretty vast amount of like glinting as light bounces out from the entrance.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it.
Okay.
Do you want to use my conch shell and you can talk to his soul? Sorry.
I can. I need just 1 second though. If you just want to skip me really quick, I have a phone call.
Give me a second, Galadriel. Isarya pulls out her cell phone. Wheelie, there is a very, 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 very extensive pile of gold and gem and trinkets and weapons and large pieces of jewelry.
I guess I'll take all of it and see what
You
is in there?
absolutely will not be able to take all of it. It is ginormous.
What is in, like, how much gold and, like, the silver and stuff like that is?
A lot.
Well, since Isarya's currently on a phone call, why don't we just borrow her bag of holding and we could both fill it up, Wheelie?
Yeah, I think we could use this to, well, do our own things so that we'll be able to be properly geared up against any more future fights.
Sorry, I just opened the bag for you guys.
She did open the bag. You suspect that it was probably Kiavror's hoard. For however long he's been alive.
Well, I guess if we can use this to maybe help rebuild whatever is left of Kars and Brazili. Well, actually, maybe just Kars is originally.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna go shopping.
Well, you guys can have your own share. I'm just thinking what to do with the money.
All right. Sorry, guys. Yes, that's what I want, Wheelie. I want it to go to Brazili cars, and then if there's any left over for us.
Sounds good.
And as they're doing that, or before I give them my bag of holding, I'm going to take out one of my empty healing potion bottles, and I'm kind of just going to go and shove some of Kiavror's blood in there. And just cork it and hold on to it.
That totally works. I want to say for how long. Well, I guess there's like a large pool beneath him, so you can definitely scoop up from there. Because I think at this point, the bleeding from the main body the bleeding from his body will probably have stopped. But you like dive your hand in there. It is very thick, viscous blood. Also, still quite warm to the touch. But you bottle it up. Okay. All told, I mean. There's a lot of gold in there. Yeah, I mean, probably like 70,000.
Did you say 70 with 3
Yes.
additional zeros?
Yes.
That's a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I mean, it is a dragon's hoard, so... And, I mean, if this throws balance to the wind, then it's only my fault, but it's definitely very lore appropriate.
What happens if you take a dragon's hoard, though?
Did you include the 2 cities get some too?
Listen to
That's up to you guys for to decide. I'm letting you choose what you want to do with the money.
Morality check.
Oh my god.
Sorry, you said you wanted it to go to Kars and Brazili, and then if there was anything left, then we could split it, right?
But the thing is,
or we do it 3 ways.
can I roll perception to see if there's like an egg or anything in the hoard?
You can do that.
I would actually like to do that as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Because
perception.
a dragon's hoard is actually like his nest. It's not like just piling up.
I'd just like to see what other kind of trinkets and stuff
Mhm.
are intermixed.
Yeah, I just clicked on wisdom, but
That's well. I mean, that your wisdom is your perception.
yeah, precisely.
So
Actually, it's
Kiavor
20.
Kiavor is a boy.
Cool. So I just saw his pee-pee, or was that how it just happened?
There is no egg there, which actually may be concerning to you given how old he is.
Where's his girl?
But you also, I think with your wisdom, you sort of gather that the relationship that Kiavor has with Kars is perhaps not necessarily that of normal dragons, but I will give it to you, Pog. You do think something is a little amiss.
Guys, I think something is amiss.
What do you mean?
You can be a little more creative about that. Come on.
I have a strange. I feel a strange tickling in my gut. My big.
Is that just your lunch?
Do you have to go to the bathroom?
So here's the thing.
Always
Is diarrhea contagious?
With
I'll make
a dragon of this age, there must certainly be. He must have certainly had at least one mate at some point in his life. In this volcano, there does not seem to be the presence of any sort of nest.
So a neighboring volcano.
Perhaps.
Is there any nearby? Guys.
I mean,
there were no other volcanoes nearby.
Was there any, like, scrolls or anything in the hoard?
Not really. It was mostly just valuables.
What about weapons?
I mean, there's like weapons, but I wouldn't say they were like amazing. There weren't any like +2 things or anything like that. If that's what you're asking.
So here's the issue. If we take the whole like hoard, and his girlfriend comes back, she'll probably burn the town and everything nearby. Probably. Making the whole funding of like, the village kind of obsolete.
Unless we convince the girl that it was technically the demon's fault, because there's no way she wouldn't have known about.
You can try to convince her. You can try to convince her. I'm just letting you guys know, like with my great wisdom and my golding gut, I feel like she's probably gonna come back.
I mean, if she's evil, we can. If she's evil, I can always just request Brazili, do the missile thing.
So you want me to roll perception again?
Perception or nature?
All right, give that perception.
Different observation.
I guess I'll roll perception or nature. Then.
I can roll nature too. But...
Yeah, I mean, I would really prefer you only roll one of them, but just because canonically speaking, what your character would be thinking of in this moment. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. I think with an 18. Would an 18 really notice that? Probably. Okay. You're looking around for signs of maybe a second dragon's presence. And you fail to find any that were recent, like within the past years, plural.
Okay, so they broke up and she got child custody.
I think he's clearly a dragon monk.
Yeah. I guess we take the gold, guys.
He practiced celibacy.
Oh wait, there might be a curse though on the gold. Ugh.
Alright, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, seems like a nice dragon, guys. He wouldn't put a curse on his
I mean, Wheelie and Ganondorf already touched it and nothing happened,
so far.
That's true so far. Maybe.
Is there any food in the pile?
I'm gonna make an arcane check in the middle of touching the gold.
I mean, there's some bones lying around Eragon, but there's no really any meat.
Okay.
I mean, there's an entire dragon worth of meat.
That's true. There is Chiafor.
I'm gonna avert my eyes.
Wheelie, the gold it's pretty and shiny. Ooh, shiny and heavy.
I guess we just take everything and then we'll go back to town and bury her father, I guess. I don't know what to do about the dragon though. Will you put him in the lava or?
Maybe we should bury him right here.
Okay, so I'll see you guys in 3 days when you're done digging the hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna take some doing.
It's a gold dragon.
Not unless some of us have earth spells, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I don't have anything to dig a hole. I can just cast fireball multiple times in a location. But...
Yes, that did happen, Ganondorf, but his body is still there. She absorbed something from Chiafor.
His soul.
Oh, no.
Is it his soul? Maybe his soul resides in Isarya, and we can talk to him that way? Kind of like Odin's telephone?
I guess we'll never know.
I'll have to ask the other sorcerers to see. I'm not even thinking. Oh my
God. No, that's not what that. I'm gonna cross that theory out at its bud. That is not what's happening here. That's absolutely not what's happening here.
That's what I would say if I was a DM. People did not see my plan.
That's not what's happening.
I mean, halflings got created somehow with draconic blood. Like,
true.
Well, I mean, Isarya could tell you more about that, but I don't think she's. I think she's not necessarily in the state of mind to do that.
All right, let's hoard the gold in our bags. Then bring the dad back to town for a funeral, and then we can think about how to dig a hole for the dragon, maybe.
All right.
'Cause,
So,
yeah.
Okay. So Isarya has the bag, I guess. Sorry, I'm just getting some stuff ready on the second map. Oh, excuse me. That's gross. Where are my tokens? Honey, where is my super suit?
Where is my super suit?
I am the greatest good that you're ever gonna get.
I can carry 500 of that.
Wait, can you canonically carry 500? Oh, I guess because bag of holding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did realize that is quite a lot of weight in gold, so you'll perhaps have to figure out how to deal with that.
That's easy. We
Well,
just need, ballers in our cart. Easy clap.
They're like 3 towns away right now.
Right.
Pretty sure we
They're
left them
way,
back
way
in
away.
Stelis, yeah.
Just portals.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I do have one more wild shape.
Oops, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
So I can turn into something.
Can you turn into something and then turn Ganondorf into a something?
I don't think I
like
have the. I don't have the spell slot for
T-Rex?
that.
Maybe we need to
I
go
have-
camping in the volcano.
I have a Return to Fantasy Costco slip that we could use.
That gets us there. We gotta get the gold out of here though.
Doesn't mean that.
why don't we just take what we want and then tell the town to be like, hey, there's gold, you should come. And then we should tell both Kars and Brazili about the gold and then let them like come here and duke it out. It'd be fun.
And fighting about it.
Duke it out.
That would be a good idea. Have Brazili and Kars get the gold in order to rebuild their own towns. That's a very thoughtful idea.
And that way we don't have to carry it. We'll just tell both of them that it's here and then they'll just meet each other.
But we should remove some of the gold, however, and probably cast an illusion spell so that the gold is still visible.
Well, yeah, of course. We'll take what we want and then we'll just tell both towns that there's money here.
I want
and then they can fight. And it's
gonna be a
none of our
war.
business.
No, they're gonna fight for it. Like resources.
Yeah,
Come
dude.
on.
Just sit back and see what happens.
Kind of like the idea of having an alliance between both towns, not fighting.
No, the thing is, we always agree with Flinty while she has the idea, but then after that, we won't do it. But I just don't want to deal with the mess of arguing with Flinty. Because every time I get poked with something like pointy, I got shot in the butt once.
Well, I mean, is there any other way? Like, can't Flinty cast enlarge and reduce on like a pile of coins?
Can you cast enlarge on my bag of whole? Oh, never mind.
I mean, I just don't know why it's our job to bring the gold to them when we could just tell them to come get it.
I got
large Yoshi,
I got
and maybe
a
we can
genius
put
idea.
some on him.
Oh, what we can do is we can just tell the towns to come while we're still here, so there's not like any fighting.
We get a missile to carry all this gold into the town.
Yeah, we're talking about this while we're all like covered in blood after the battle, exhausted, and we're having like a big discussion about what we do about the bodies.
Does anyone have a way to contact your towns? Doesn't Brazili, don't you have like a cell phone?
Mine broke when I was 5.
Okay. A phone made out of steel?
No.
Well.
So we just pick up the gold, bring the Isarya's dad back to town before he starts decomposing in a volcano, and then we come back for the dragon later, right?
Halden is in the necklace.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. Wait, is he free from all like time and space? Or?
What if something happens when we're gone? Like to Kiabror? Like with what all the fighting, people are bound to notice from far away, right? Like who doesn't notice like a giant rocket heading towards a volcano? Aren't there gonna be like bandits or something that will come and steal the gold?
Where did that rocket go?
It went into the portal.
It was a brilliant plan, yeah. So we just take the gold and we leave. We have a bag of holding,
Or
don't we?
if we have a way to send a message, we could stay here and wait for them to come, but I don't know if we have a way to send a message.
Yeah, we have birds. And people, we can talk to birds.
I can send my Pteranodons.
Yeah, we're good
How
on
long
message.
did they last?
An hour, I think.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess.
Should we
Okay,
put a note on them?
So how much gold do we
Can
take
they talk,
ourselves?
though?
Wait, what happened to my Pteranodons?
Sorry, I took them out because there were too many. I can cure.
Okay.
How much gold can you carry? That is an excellent question.
15 pounds times your strength modifier.
There you go. There's your answer.
I just looked it up. I was like,
so
if you make Groot into a gargantuan size, he gets a ×8 his modifier. So it's his strength score times 15 times 8. I think he has a strength score of like 25.
So Groot can just become a bank.
You could just make Groot really, really big.
Yeah, sure, why not? Groot.
I am Groot.
Potion of levitate on the gold, and we can like wrap a rope around it and just kind of pull it with us.
Groot is looking at you, Eragon.
I need you to grow as big as you can, buddy.
All right. I have literally no idea what the limit is because I didn't establish that, but here we go. Groot starts vines and branches start sprouting from him and twisting and curling, and you guys hear this like crackling sound as Groot begins expanding to massive size. So this is medium, then it's large, then it's whatever this is, and then I think this is gargantuan.
Yes.
He's a big boy.
All right. He's a large man. I guess if we're going by rules, his strength score times 12 or times
15.
Yes, times, so it's
then times 8.
It's 15 times 8 times 19, which is a number. 15 times 8 times 19 is 2,280.
He can carry all of it.
He could carry all of the gold.
And
all right.
Oh, well, problem solved.
Groot.
Bank of.
Can he carry it all the way back?
Can you carry me too, Groot?
Yeah, he lowers his hand onto the ground very gently as to not squish you, and he raises it back up. iron giant style and gives you a nice seat on his shoulder.
Nice.
While we're kind of identifying stuff right now, Wheelie and I both got guns.
I don't think I specified bringing guns, so.
We picked them up when we were at the shuttle station.
Well, I guess really doesn't have a gun, so, since I didn't specify getting it.
Okay. There was a small gun and a grenade thing. Josie, to figure out what the...
Nope. I don't think you did anything with them yet.
I guess when we go back to Steely, I'll have to talk to the gun guy.
Groot has morphed one of his appendages into like a large basket. He sort of stuck it underneath the pile of gold and grew outwards from it and just scooped the entire thing up like a large ladle.
You guys want to take the river back to town?
Well, yeah, sure, whatever.
I think the river goes back to town. I have no idea.
But last time we went into it, Flinty instantly died.
The river? I thought it was just warm
Yeah.
water.
No, it was back at Greenwood.
Oh. Oh. I'm too tired.
Are you talking about the sneaking mission? Where you guys went around back?
Yeah, I cast the thunder wave.
Oh yeah, you died in the water, I remember.
My goodness.
How are you guys heading back? This is gonna require a little more. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking. I know I'm the DM, but you know.
Well, we hiked up the, well, not we, but the group that was here in Kars hiked up the volcano, or walked up it. So I guess we can walk back down it.
Yeah, let's go with Groot.
I think all of us have functioning legs at this point. We can all just walk down there.
Wait, where does this way go to? The northwest or northeast?
That was the entrance.
Oh. Why don't we just go that way?
There is like a pit down here with what looks like, I don't know, maybe a treasure chest or something.
Oh, ignore that. I stole this map from Google Images.
Oh.
No.
Alright.
I gave you guys like a butt ton of gold.
Yay. What's another $5,000?
Alright, I'm gonna just start strolling towards the entrance here.
Yeah. I don't think we have to belabor this. Are you guys just gonna walk back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should add, like, all these people up front are from Mage City, right? Like, we should ask them if they could just portal us.
They could portal us, so they
and
would
then
have
if they
portaled
can't,
themselves the fuck out of here instead of getting
We're
captured.
not sorcerers, if that's
Alright.
your question.
Town people.
well, then you get to walk with us, I guess.
I am.
Hope you brought your
more-
Nikes.
I am more than. What are these Nikes you speak of? And one of them's like, you haven't heard the fashion these days, and she kicks up her hot new kicks, and then that song from whatever it's called plays. This I don't know pop music, guys.
Sorry, I can't back you up on that one. I don't know.
Isn't that a song? Whatever. You guys start walking back down. I forgot who was part of the Kars crew, but you guys walk back that path where you encountered all of those dead bodies of villagers and demons. Jarius is still there, still unconscious.
Who is he?
I guess Isarya is not here to explain.
Don't remember.
But I think if she were here, she would say that he is a member of the council.
Hey, wake up.
Do you just slap him?
Yep.
Okay, you slap him 3 times and he doesn't wake up?
I don't think. Can I check for a pulse?
You can check for a pulse. Make a medicine check. There's a pulse. He's breathing.
All right, try again, Wheelie. Try again.
Maybe shake him.
You guys,
if that works.
You guys are watching this orc go to town on this poor unconscious tiefling.
Aw.
Eventually, he's gotta wake up, right?
Just pick him up and throw him over your shoulder.
He's not waking up, but he's starting to get large welts. Where are you even slapping him?
Oh.
Can I use prestidigitation to make like a smelling salt smell? This doesn't gonna make like a weird odor. Not like make
okay.
Flinty fart.
Prestidigitation and make a little smelling salt smell underneath his nose. See if that wakes him up.
Oh, interesting. Okay, this is the part where I have to Google what do smelling salts do.
They just wake someone up, I think, right?
Are used to arouse consciousness. So if they were unconscious due to wounds, would that still wake them up?
I
mean, it depends.
have no idea.
Because we say so. That's what happens.
Maybe we should try to heal him instead.
No, I mean, I guess shoot is like, he's like,
He's up.
What's you doing, man?
You were dead.
What
Is he-
happened?
Wait, I don't understand him. Is he undead?
Oh,
I'm
I'm just gonna.
No, he's got the shit kicked out of him.
I'm gonna look at Zarya. I'm just gonna be like,
Wait, what did
I don't know what's going on.
Monk of Christ.
Not
I have
part
no
of
idea
this.
what's going on.
Just kill him again.
If hell I already slapped me like 500 times. What the hell happened?
There's a almost dead dude, and Jarius is trying to wake him up. It's pretty forceful.
It's Xeris.
don't know
Wheelie
who
has
this
been
guy is.
slapping him in the face repeatedly for like the past 3 minutes.
Maybe you should heal him rather than slapping him.
But I resuscitated him by slapping him. Isn't that healing?
Okay, I'll use my last spell slot. Let's go.
Off
Heal.
I'm fine. Alright, thank you. Oh, I feel so much better. The swelling goes down a little bit. It feels like somebody yanked a tooth out of my mouth. What the hell is your... I feel like Xeris sees... he sees you, Isarya. I guess no, he doesn't see Halden because Halden's not there. Xeris hacks up some phlegm and he rubs his hands together and like presses them to his cheeks, and a little yellow glow appears as the swelling like very slowly dies down, and he's like, you're back. Are you? What happened? The portals are gone. Are you?
Kiavra's dead. My dad's dead.
And
The
he's
end.
just... he definitely doesn't know what to say. And he looks back to the villagers, and to you guys, and looks around. And he says, let's go back. Isarya, what generation is Xeris? Because my understanding was that like each sorcerer is roughly part of a different generation. Is that correct?
So
Or
I would say that he's older than her, so I don't know.
okay. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I'm cool with that. So, I think an interesting thing, because you said that the matron is like super old. Xeris, and I would say all the sources prior to this had sort of like this vitality, youngness to them. Xeris looks more his age now, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you guys take the road back to Kars. I guess in silence for the most part. Groot is very large, and he's like sort of standing just before the entrance. And I imagine at the sight of this huge like tree being, people definitely start walking over. And the portals are gone. Yeah, this is everybody. Okay. I think. Yeah. I think for the most part, people just sort of surround you guys. And there's a crowd. You guys push through it and just go to. So where are you guys going exactly?
Well,
Maybe like
kind of just got back. I don't know. Is the group making his way towards town right now, or?
Yes, you were in town. Groot is standing outside because he's very large and does not want to crush the town.
Guess we can go to the market.
So, do we go to sleep now, or do we find a bank to invest all our gold? I guess is a question, right?
Can we go to the council?
Yeah,
Whatever's
you can
left.
do that. You can do that. When you come back, so there's a lot of bodies strewn about. A lot of things are destroyed. Odin, maybe you're worried about your establishment, both your house and the business you invested in, but we can deal with that later. But Xeris confronts the crowd and it's just like, not now, please. And they sort of silently go back to whatever it is, mourning, grieving, pushing aside rubble. Your family isn't amongst the crowd, but that's not on your mind right now. And you head back to the council. There are quite a few demon spawn bodies around the entrance. A lot of like the gardening stuff has just been completely destroyed and uprooted. But you nonetheless, oops, that's the wrong layer. Head inside. Okay, there we go. I think everything is correct now.
Is the racist guard still guarding the console?
There are no guards. There are no guards right there, right now. Okay, you guys walk in. Things inside seem relatively normal, although there was definitely some sort of movement that was happening. And it is extraordinarily quiet as you enter. And as you round the bend to the main chamber, here we are. You see Xeris, I guess just sort of Xeris gasps and points, and in the center, in the center are a huddle of the remaining sorcerers that are there. They have aged quite significantly. There's not a baby dragon, but they're all standing in a huddle, covering something, and they notice you walk by and they step aside. In the center is the matron, who looks like ancient. She's super wrinkled. Like, if somebody lived to like 200 plus years of age, that's what she looks like. And she very weakly turns over to you, Isarya. Eva walks up. Who I think Eva's like just like right above your generation. So she's roughly your age, if not a little bit older.
So Eva just looks normal, I suppose.
Eva looks more or less normal, yeah. And she says, she had like an English accent. Something happened when you went up the mountain. And she motions for you. Sorry, you should listen to what the matron has to say.
Okay. I'm just gonna step up and go that way.
Yeah. And you walk over to this once imposing figure, now reduced in size, stature, but even still in her weakened state, surprisingly commands a presence. And she looks up at you. She's like really frail now. Like all of her fleshiness, all of her vibrance is gone. And she, with a very weak voice, I don't even think she has the strength to necessarily look up. So you're sort of like staring down at her head. The hood is down, and you can just see just wisps of hair. Just very thin strands coming off of her like mottled head. And she says to you, "He's dead, isn't he?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
And she holds out her gnarled, bony hand. And she very gently takes yours. And you feel her like sort of very gently rubbing it with her thumb. And she lets out a contented sigh. And with the last bit of strength that she has, she looks up at you. The light in her eyes slowly fading, and she says, "Isarya, you are the hope for Kars, and you are the hope for this world's future. Don't let your life go to waste." And
as she's saying that, I'm really confused because she's never shown any type of like affection at all, even while I was being trained.
Yes, absolutely.
And
yeah.
And as she's doing that, I'm kind of like side-eyeing like Eva and Jeffem, and then the two behind, and just like, what the hell is going on?
Eva looks just as confused as you are. And with her, she lets out one long sigh, and then she just sort of disintegrates into the air.
So, like googly, or when he looks ending?
Yeah, she becomes flower petals.
Oh, like the end of Kung Fu Panda.
What happened? It's gonna
Is
look
that
at my hand.
Is that how all sorcerers die?
Isarya, come with me for a bit. And Jeffem leads you. Eva stays behind, and you guys walk around to one of the corners of the council. You're walking. It's a long curved hallway. There's like rows and rows of books, and he stops in front. So Jeffem, by the way, looks elderly. It's got like all his hair is whitened. He's got a stooped posture now. He still has life in him, but he's quite old. and he says, this day came far sooner than any of us expected.
What's going on? I don't understand.
Whether by chance of fate or divine providence, you have been chosen to carry on Kiavor's will. I know not for the reason for this. You may have just been there and happened to be in the right place at the right time. But we knew this would come eventually, just not now, much later, if anything, but...
So, why are you old?
When Kiavor passed away, whatever magic he was granting us to extend our lifespans vanished. But when you came back, and I only sensed it, but I guess the matron did too, you have his soul. And just, I guess for lack of a better word, you hold the future for the sorcerer's bloodline of Kars. I there's no way you could have known this, and I mean, really, out of all of the other council members, I'm the only other one that knew because I was next. But I mean, what I guess what the matron would have liked would be for you to stay and bring up the next gen, but obviously the times are, it's a little more difficult now. Regardless, there is something that you should see. And he pulls open a book, and you hear a click as the bookshelf slides open, and there's a little door with a couple of locks on it, and he very slowly takes out some keys, and he one by one unlocks this door. And you open it, and inside is a very simple room, save for one thing. In the center, there is a pedestal with a sort of lush velvet pillow on it. And on top of this pillow is a bright red egg with lines of like orange and yellow streaks emanating from the bottom, and you see it faintly beating like a heart. And it's suspended in some sort of capsule. And Jeffem says, some time ago, Kiavror had a child, and it was entrusted to us to secure the future. But now that the matron is gone, and now that you are the future, I think you should keep it with you. It is a little bigger than your hand. And this capsule has some magical properties to it, and you sort of feel like a constant heat. It's basically a portable incubator, right? And I don't know what's going to happen after this. I don't know what's going to happen to Kars, and I know you didn't choose this responsibility, but whether you like it or not, you are the future of Kiavror.
Huh?
And without the matrons, without pieces of Kiavror's soul nearby, this egg will die. You are the only thing left of Kiavr in this world. And if we want to ensure that his legacy will live on, you need to survive.
So I need to keep it alive.
I don't expect you're going to stay. Isarya, your powers have grown immensely since you've left. And for whatever reason why you learn so quickly, your prodigal abilities, you're needed out there, not here. This recent alliance with Brasilia, we will rebuild. We will find a way to manage. But you're needed out there.
So you guys are just gonna die when I leave?
No, that's not what's going to happen. Unless we are killed. God forbid. God.
Pog is gonna look at Odin.
I don't know. I'm gonna fourth wall this and look at Josie.
But all of this started with Kiavr. This is the least we can do for him. Just please.
So I'll have a baby dragon, son or daughter?
If you want to think of it like that, sure.
Do you guys want to go to sleep now? I imagine this group like covered in blood after like a big battle, like the end of Lord of the Rings 3 after like the Battle of Minas Tirith, and we're just walking around talking with people like covered in blood.
You guys are just standing outside in the atrium while Isarya and Jeffem are having a little private time. But yeah, I apologize.
Okay, I can. And I'll take a look at it. Is it? You said it's the size of my palm, right?
Yeah. Listen, if it's any solace, they're mostly functioning once they hatch.
Oh my god.
What do you mean mostly?
You gotta teach it how to fly.
We've all seen the movie How to Train Your Dragon, right? Right?
What's How to Train Your Dragon?
I like that movie.
Yeah, I guess if you only have wheels and steel, there's no movies. Okay.
We watch One Piece. It's a 24/7. Heck, Brasilia. I hated that show.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I
don't know why I'm including myself in this, but I like dragons.
Pog just seems to appear everywhere.
He's
and
around the
inserts himself
corner.
into every conversation.
Just shows up and be like, hey, I'll do it.
Yeah, but he gives you this egg in its magical incubator. And you feel, as soon as you touch it, you don't know if it's you or Kiavr's soul in you, but you feel an intense desire to protect this egg.
Oh,
and I'll let you decide which part of whatever's going on inside Isarya right now is contributing to that.
Go with shoulders.
Your shoulders. Don't talk to me about shoulders or your upper limbs ever again, please. That was all my test was about, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Shoulders are a big deal, man. Like, yeah.
What is she thinking about? What is she?
If you need more time,
I wouldn't consider it like love, because I don't feel like that's what it would be. I'd feel like more like possession, like it's mine.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I think that's very much like what it is. Like, this is mine. With this like fiery passion inside of you. And I guess you stash it in your bag of holding. Which, yeah, it's probably
I'm gonna put
fine.
it in my pocket right now because my bag of holding is full.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Groot's carrying all the gold.
Oh, okay. Then I will put it in my bag of holding.
But yeah, in any case, what happened up there? You guys are out now, back in the main atrium.
The matron said that there were things up there in the volcano or mountains, and for us to go out there and help. I wanted to see my family first, just to make sure that they were okay. And my mom told me that my dad was up there as well. So we ran up there and we fought, and I almost died, and Kjavur died, and somehow his soul just kind of transferred to me.
I mean, you're back, right?
Yeah.
You're alive one way or another. You saved all those villagers. But we all need some rest.
Yes.
That seems like a good idea.
Especially me and Eragon.
And you guys exit the council chambers. Let me just read.
Is there like could you find like a hotel type thing?
You got a
Inn,
house,
I should
dude.
say.
The hell?
Well,
Staying at your house for free.
We don't know if it's
we gotta like check the
torn down
damage.
or not. Yeah.
Do you want to check on your house?
I mean, we should probably check on the state of the whole city to determine what the hell we can even do at this point.
The state of the whole city is pretty bad.
Yeah, but how's my fish store? 360 go fish. That's the important thing.
You painted a new sign, and man, you were so proud of it. There's a big old hole in the sign, but the store itself is fine.
Fucker. All right.
As long as the hole is by where the 0 is, it's good.
It's not. No,
Dang.
it's like where it's where the F is. It just says go-ish.
Oh no. Oh no. That's so bad for business.
Redo my sign.
360.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check.
Okay. Odin, your house is well, it was in varying states of repair. Wow, a nat 20.
Go fish.
Wait, that was an intelligence roll to understand the sign?
So he could
apparently.
Oh, this is so sad. You rolled your nat 20 on this shit. Oh no.
That's not how probability works.
I think I just learned how to finally read.
Your house wasn't touched by the craziness, but it also wasn't like fixed up necessarily, given the fact that like, remember that like Wheelie and Flinty like literally exploded the dining room, so that it's still exploded. But there's actually like a little bit of like interior decor now, so it sounds like Eliza followed up on her promise.
Dang.
That's good stuff. I mean,
yeah, not bad. I was
I
guess I'll need to hire somebody that's actually like able to fix shit.
It might be because the world was ending.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, hopefully we can leverage the fact that we just saved their asses to get some actual work done.
If it's anything, it looks unfinished. It doesn't look like they were finished with it.
Wonderful.
Groot is just standing outside of town with this huge, like, wood bag of gold.
Can we go check on the bar?
Oh yeah, you can check on the high end bar. There's a lot of oh, this will be fun. You walk in, you hear some like cackling. It's like I can't do it. Yeah, you hear cackling. The front door is busted in.
All right. I'm just going to go in swinging. I don't care.
Is that the bar?
All right. Yeah, at his bar that he purchased or invested in. I forget which one was which. You walk in and there's two little chubby imps that are just like guzzling drinks. They don't seem to care that you are there. Yes, they are chubby. Their bellies are swishing and sloshing.
Pog feels like a sense of community.
It's a visual descriptor. What am I supposed to call them? Rotund? That's worse. Rotund is way worse.
Round.
It's fine. It's just
Round?
Pog feels a sense of community. He's like, oh, chubby.
Plump.
Healthy.
Yes. Well said.
Yeah, but they're just like, one of them is like what you did back in Greenhorn where you like were under the spigot of that giant barrel. One of them is doing just that.
All right, so I would like to swing at one.
Okay, go ahead. Make an attack roll with whatever it is. All right. Which one are you? There's one like underneath this barrel. There's another one like at the bar laughing.
At the bar.
All right. You run in no remorse, just like horizontal slice, head clean off.
All right, now I'm gonna go to the other one and just like excessive force push on its gut.
Oh yeah, okay. Strength check. As you decapitate one, the other one looks over briefly and he's like laughing a little bit. And he sees your foot as you just like squash down on its belly. And it explodes all over your leg and everywhere.
All right, then I'm gonna grab the whatever's left of his leg and throw it out the front door.
Yeah, you squash it under your foot, you grab its leg, and with the force that you did it, you like just freaking tore the sky right open. And Ganondorf, you outside, you see this like mangled imp body come crashing out one of the unbroken windows.
I'm just gonna walk on by it, walk in the bar. I think we all deserve a drink after the shit we just been through.
Yeah, help yourselves, guys. These assholes were. I'm just gonna like push the other imp off the counter. What's left of the imp?
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Can you at least wipe it down?
I'll use prestidigitation.
Use your sleeve.
Can you do that with prestidigitation?
Yeah, dude. You're gonna shit on my RP.
I feel like you're gonna have to cast it a lot of times.
Yeah,
but that's cool. That
well,
Ganondorf's having a lot of fun. Well, I guess again, strictly speaking, you wouldn't have gotten your powers until after you rest.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, it's fine. Something happens. You're playing with your magic. You're like, oh, I can do this now. Look at this, guys.
All right, I'll even change it up. I'll summon my mage hand and put a rag in his hand and make him wipe.
Okay, it's still your hand though. It's not a summon. I think it just mimics your hand.
A spectral floating hand appears.
It doesn't have its own brain though. Like it's an extension of your hand.
So my hand turns into a spectral floating hand?
No, it's an extension of your brain. Like you have a disjoined
physical hand though.
No,
so
it's not your physical hand.
Cleaning the bar, so that helps.
Yes,
oh,
exactly.
I see.
It's not a summon.
Okay.
It's not a summon. It's yeah.
Well, I'm not doing that then. I'm not gonna fake clean.
You're just like magic erasering small portions, like small 5x5, just zapping around you. Yeah, as like splotches of guts and blood and booze just disappear from the walls. Okay. What are other people doing?
I'm having a sex on the beach.
Do you make it yourself, or did you just say that to Odin?
But what are you having for a drink?
Oh, I make it myself.
What are you having for a drink?
That's probably a wise choice.
That is my drink.
Oh, that's your drink. Okay, gotcha.
Would Odin overcook his drinks? Is that his trait?
Yeah, for sure.
If it's not beer coming from a keg, then I make your own drinks.
Yeah. Would not recommend. Josie, the interior of this high-end bar, is there like places to stay? Like, is it part inn, or is it strictly like a tavern style thing?
We can say there's some rooms in there. Yeah, I don't think enough for like each of you individually, but if you wanted to snuggle up with each other, you totally could.
Oh, I'm gonna snuggle up with anybody.
All right, I'll go with Pog.
You're snuggling up with Pog?
So when he said anybody,
yeah, Pog's gonna go with Odin. It's fine. It's fine. You guys snuggle up.
Wait, Odin's cheating on Ganondorf? What?
no, it's an open relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Haven't discussed that.
Yeah, Ganondorf doesn't know it yet. There's like, I don't know, 2 beds and a couch.
I locked the door behind him.
I called the couch.
I don't think the lock works.
I'll make it work.
I also don't know how you would lock the door from the outside. I'm not really sure how that would work. That seems like poor design.
He's a rogue, man.
Do you want to reverse lockpick the door that Odin and Pog are in right now?
Yes.
Okay, roll dexterity. Plus your proficiency plus 2, I think? Like, plus your proficiency twice. Oh, that's pretty bad, but that's plus 6, right?
Jeez.
Is that plus 6?
Yeah. I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll it.
Of course you would. Okay. Okay. Odin and Pog, you walk in to this room, and behind you hear the door close, and then there's a little.
It's fine. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
It's not like we can't bash the door tomorrow.
Yep, and it also there's a lock turn on the inside, so I don't really know what this accomplished, but I guess really was proving a point.
He was helping us out.
Yeah, exactly. Flinty, Flinty Eragon, what are you guys doing? You guys have been quiet.
Watching all of this, I'm thinking about casting my own hut, but I decide to save my crystal bead. Just go to bed.
I'm thinking about Flinty casting her hut so I can have more room to sleep.
You know, if you have a crystal bead.
He's just thinking about it, but he doesn't. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
like in the same room? You're not getting 70,000 crystal beads. I refuse.
There must be some in that horde.
Probably, but the horde's not with you. Groot is still standing outside of the town, just holding all of this gold. Isarya, what are you doing? Are you at the bar, or did you go somewhere else?
I would say started off with them, but then I would like just kind of sneak away to see if I could go back home.
Yeah, no, that works. Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. Ganondorf, Wheelie, what are you two doing?
There's another.
Well, there's 2 beds, although one was just locked with Odin and Pog inside. And then there's a couch.
2 beds in one room, but Willie locked the door on it.
No. There's 2 rooms, each with a bed. One of them is no longer open, unless you want to
kick the door in.
Yeah.
Destroy his bar. I mean, there's chairs in the bar, right? I would assume. I can just sit in a chair and lay my head on a table.
All right, that works. Careful you don't get splinters, especially in your eye. Eye splinters are very bad. Yeah, and I guess Wheelie, unless you want to do something specific.
I want to try something cool. I'm gonna use the infinite portal trick and try to sleep while I keep infinitely falling.
I need you to make a Constitution check. Alright, you shoot a portal beneath you and you shoot one above you. And you start falling really, really fast. You are having a hard time falling asleep. Like a really hard time. And you're starting to regret your decision a little bit.
I cancel.
I don't know if I agree with that decision.
I cancel.
Which portal are you I guess it doesn't matter which portal you cancel now that I think about it.
Underground.
Alright, you take 33 bludgeoning damage as you collide into the ground.
I freaking knew it. I'm gonna use my candy toss.
Oh. That's not an attacker!
I know I was attacking myself.
No, that's not how this works. That's absolutely not how this works. You break both your legs and you die. You guys hear a sickening crack as Wheelie just freaking slams into the ground, blowing up splinters and wood.
I'm gonna rush to try to help him, but the door is locked. So I go like,
the door's locked, but not from the inside. There's a little turn.
You think Paul is gonna notice that shit? He just woke up and like, what the fuck? What the hell? And then he goes, oh damn, whatever. He goes back to sleep.
Wheelie has 0 health.
I'll wake it up with my health.
No, you're dying. You don't get to go to sleep and get your health. That's not how this works. You're literally dying.
No, I'm not.
0 health.
I ever was endurance.
Oh my god. Okay.
There it is.
Both my legs are broken. I'll sleep it off.
They'll heal in the morning.
Wait, he's just gonna bleed to death though. He needs to call for help. Like, right?
No, he's got 1 HP. He's fine. That's how this works, apparently.
Yeah, but if your legs are both gone, aren't you like bleeding out?
They're not gone. They've just got compound fractures.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
They'll fix themselves in the morning.
Okay.
Oh, man. All right. Long rest town. Oh, no. Isarya is going back home. Okay, yeah. Isarya, you walk back. It's a depressing sight as you wander through destruction. And fallen buildings and homes. And you walk back to your home. It is unfortunately as you've left it. Roofs caved in. But you do hear a little like and your wonderful dog, who has somehow largely unscathed except for some cuts, comes running out. Tail a wagon, tongue out, panting. Definitely very happy to see you.
I'm gonna pick him up and give him just a big old hug.
Okay. He starts, is that a thing that dogs do? They start licking you if you're hurt? I feel like that's something they do. But Mochi starts, just like very gently like licking your wounds and like trying to clean you up. And your mom comes running out, and she's like, Mochi, please. Oh, sorry, you're back. And she goes to hug you before, like, stopping just short. And she's like, oh, God, are you okay? Where's... How... He's...
I start tearing up. I'll be like, Dad's dead.
Okay, yeah. And I feel like the strength just leaves your mom's body. As she collapses in the ground. And I want to say, like, Rayanne...
I'm gonna try to grab her.
Yeah. She's, like, on her knees, and she's clutching the front of your clothes. Rayanne hobbles out, without saying a word. She knows what happens. And she starts crying. And I want to say there's, like, a sort of, like, fade to black cutscene. And you guys are transitioning to Dreamland. Bert? I'm scared of what's going on here. Long Rest Town. Okay. So there's... How do I want this to happen? Well, let's do one thing at a time, I suppose. You know what time it is.
Can we recover all of our stuff?
Hammer time.
So, you get your HP back. You get your spell slots back. Excuse me. If you used hit die, you get up to half your max level back. Oh my gosh, Duke Skywalker is still there.
Oh, you're right.
Duke Skywalker.
Oh,
you don't belong there anymore. Yeah, I mean, pretty much you get everything back. All your like class specific resources. Right. So you're back in Instance's domain. And as you actually, yeah, let's do this. You guys are falling from very, very, very high up. All of you are falling.
Like, are we together?
It's up to you, I guess. Depending who you slept next to, those are your immediate ones. And the ground's getting closer and closer and closer. And you hear a voice that's like, ah! And you stop, like, actually, there's 8 of you, right? Okay. Pog, Flinty, and Odin, you guys stop before hitting the ground. But the rest of you hit. You don't take damage, but it hurts a lot. And you hear Emmy's face is like, ooh, shit, sorry, I'm still getting used to this. I'm so sorry about that. And the 3 of you that were caught just sort of
man, you did a great job.
She lets you drop.
Yeah. Pretty good too.
Yeah, the rest of you have like spectral broken noses. Not really.
I slowly drift off the island.
Okay, yeah. You just like slide off and you start falling again. She's like, oh, Wheelie, please. And she grabs you by some force and she pulls you to terra firma. Yeah, sorry about that. This was my first time doing that. I don't... hey, what's going on? She is looking more like a deity. She's glowing a lot more. Her hair is like moving of its own accord. Just more glowy than she was before, right? And you notice off in the distance, in this island which you've so frequently visited, you see Istis, and she looks very tired. She actually has her like head sort of hung low. It looks like she's sleeping, for lack of a better word, which is weird considering she's a deity. But yeah, and Amy's like, busy, rough week, I guess, right? Haha.
What happened to, like, Alicia? It was, like, the portals.
Yeah, so about the whole demon invasion thing, So when that happened, I mean, it's not your guys' fault. There's no way you would have known this, but there's sort of just like a lot of hellspawn roaming the prime material plane now. Just like all over.
But what about Alicia?
Alicia will be fine, last I checked.
Wait, you mean you're not at Alicia?
No, I'm here. Did you forget that whole thing that happened last time where like I was here and
I mean, I assumed that you were dreaming like the rest of us, so...
Oh. Common misconception. Top 10 myths debunked. No. That was definitely not the case. I am here. My body is here.
I thought you were gonna say I am Groot.
No, that's
You
Groot.
keep hearing that all the time.
Is that like an inside joke? Or no, I'm kidding. I know about your guys' adventures. So in case you haven't figured it out, Istis isn't feeling too hot. I don't really know what's going on, and it's scaring me. As you say that though, you do feel a gentle tug as the river currents very slowly drag you towards the center, and you get closer. This sakura tree, which has once been filled with flowers that seem to just like endlessly drift off of it, more and more of its branches are becoming barren, and there's still some petals falling down gently, touching the water and sort of like sinking into this weird watery ground you're in. Istis looks, I don't know if pale's the right word. She looks weaker. Just like the last time you saw her, just like a little worse than before. But she doesn't open her eyes this time, but you see her smile very faintly. And she doesn't say anything. But she brings Pog and Eragon closer to her, and Imi says, okay, yeah, this is the part where she talks about like fate and stuff. You two, I don't know if it's just me or if it's just something with you. I'm having a really hard time figuring out what in the nine hells your purpose on the prime material plane is. Your backstories are an enigma to me. I don't know where you came from, and your futures, we've gone through this whole shebang before, but your futures are just as vague and murky. But we know you're important, and
damn, I get bullied for many things, but
no, this isn't like a bullying thing. It's just like we just don't know your histories for whatever reason are just so unclear to us.
Hey, Emmy.
Yeah, what's going on?
Why were Wheelie and I targeted?
I don't know. You know who may know? Somebody from one of your towns actually might have a good idea. They've been doing research, but I've been kind of busy with the whole getting a hang of my god powers thing. I mean, I'm also starting to learn a lot about my history and my bloodline and how this all relates. It's not a story for today. I don't think I have enough time or power to keep you here. But I promise things will be clear. And sorry, I'm just like I'm messing everything. I'm sorry about everything that happened with you. I probably doesn't mean much coming from me because like I'm just not there. But like we are friends. I hope we're still friends even though you haven't seen me in a while. But I really am sorry, and I wish I could do more for you, but I can't.
That's okay. Thank you.
But
sorry, I was just gonna float all over the place.
Yeah. I feel like you didn't get up. You were just like lying back down to the water, just kind of lazily drifting.
Yeah.
Where are my documents? Honey, where is my super suit? If only I knew this was coming. That's a joke because I knew this was coming. Here we go. Okay, Eragon. In Istis's right hand is some sort of necklace. At the center of this necklace looks to be a clock. It is flat. It is rotating, like floating in the center. Surrounding it is a ring, and as you inspect this ring closer, that slowly orbits the center of this clock, you see images of animals and like creation, basically shifting and morphing. And here is your item. And Pog, in Istis's left hand, there it is. In Istis's left hand is a ring, a bronze ring. At the very top is this like a mote of light that seems to be pulsating, and from it are these like little swirls of light that are coming out. And here is your item. And Istis seems very tired, but the last thing she does is Ganondorf. She pulls you over with the currents, and she points to your spear. And here is your update. Come back, please. Why are you like this?
Born this way.
There you go.
I'd like to nudge Ganondorf and be like, "You're not a piece of meat. You can tell her to look you in the eyes."
All right, later.
My eyes are up here, buddy.
Her eyes are closed. Both her eyes are closed.
Oof.
Man.
What did? Okay.
I believe I made it +1, and I also gave it the ability for you to teleport to it.
Oh, as a bonus action, you go immediately to the location. Okay, I see.
Yes. So it can either come to you or you can go to it.
God.
Yeah. And after she's done, she seems like her image becomes see-through, which and Emmy's like, she's never done that before. Okay. I mean, I guess now's the time. If you have questions, I can try my best. I'm still getting the hang of all this.
This is our adults doing.
Well, I don't really know what the restoring the health whenever they are hurt mean.
That's flavor.
Oh.
Yeah, if you have any questions, just ask. But basically, you just give them an overshield. That's all that it is.
Okay, so if someone is missing like 15 health,
or they're missing 0 health,
or missing 0, yeah, and I heal them for 15, then they get a shield for 15, correct?
You give them 15 temporary hit points, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you wanted to, if you use that AoE thing you could just give like everybody in your party X amount of temporary, or you use that stupid burst heal for whatever reason, right? But basically, this way your heals don't have to go to waste. I'm testing the like how often you can use it thing, because on the one hand, I'm not sure if it's too weak or too strong. So we'll find out when you get into like a combat situation with it. But I figured it would give you more time to do other stuff because it gives them an extra buffer to not take like health damage and die.
No, that's fair.
Cozy.
Mm-hmm.
So does it still have its the minute hand still have it? So when I use it two-handed, it deals a bit of a d6.
Yeah, it's got the normal properties of a +1 spear.
Okay. Then but when I recall it now, it does the 1d6 piercing.
Yes, that was always there though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I apparently that. That's cool.
You haven't used it in a while, which is understandable.
I haven't. Okay.
But if there are no questions, I guess you guys will wake up, and this is really unprofessional. I'm sorry for all of this. It's messy.
Do you have the ability to return to our world?
I mean, I kind of, yeah. I just trying to like catch up on my training and stuff, you know? And also taking care of Istis.
As long as you're safe and we see you again, it should be fine.
I am safe. I am safe. That is for sure. All right. Well, if that's everything, I guess let me see if I can get this right. And she begins to move her fingers. Okay, this time Isarya, Ganondorf, Wheelie, and Eragon, you guys are very slowly pushed back to those doors. The rest of you like submerge under the water and start drowning, and you like hear her from she's like, sorry. And she pulls you up, and you're hacking up this like special water, and you're very roughly flung back, and she says sorry one more time before you're thrown back through the door to the prime material plane. And I think there's one more thing that needs to happen, although I don't have a scene for this. Ganondorf, you go back to sleep, and then you wake up. Not in the prime material plane. You wake up, and you find yourself standing on something crystalline, something slippery, something cold. And you put your hand to it, and you realize it's ice as it melts a little bit, and your hand comes up a little wet. There is a thin mist over the surface of wherever you are in, and you look around. In the far distance, it just fades to black. You don't really know where you are. And you're turning around. I mean, what do you do?
I guess I'd be grabbing my hand and my weapon. Just, I'm not sure where I'm at or what's going on.
Yeah.
Try to be defensive.
Definitely. And you're like looking around. And you hear a deep guttural laughter that I can't really do, but it's like and not using voice changer just to expedite this a little bit, but you turn to the source of this, and atop a mountain of frozen bodies, on a throne made completely of like frozen blood, is this ice-like creature. I mean, you know who it is. I don't think I have to say more. And he's got one leg on top of the other crossed. He's got his hand resting on one of his hands, and he's sort of staring at you, bemused. And yes, it's your father. No, it's and he looks down. He's like,
your last display of violence was entertaining, Ganondorf.
Okay. Really kind of helped me with weapons. So that was really
Indeed. You have pleased me. But I feel there is something greater that you desire.
Yeah. Boy wants to be stronger. Wanna have
Don't play coy with me, mortal.
You wanna partner up?
You've known all along, haven't you?
I can always tell when you're trying to help me a little bit and trying to get in your brain a little bit. We can make a deal together.
Let me be clear. We are not on equal footing.
Not yet.
he is at least 3 times your height. But I like your bravado. I like this a lot. I need to take a little sippy.
I was gonna fireball him.
You can definitely no, dude. I'm not stopping you. You want to go and do that?
Well, I figured fire would do a shit ton of something that's frozen, or that's cold.
Cast a fireball.
But okay.
I mean, I think strictly speaking, we don't have to deal with damage numbers, but let's say I mean, from your gauntleted hand, you sort of like, you're just like, oh, like this isn't really whatever, and you just like, you try to like, I guess you're like trying to catch him off guard or whatever, and you just like sort of like,
I think
you do that thing where you're like,
I wanted to do it when like I noticed that he was sitting on top of the pile of frozen bodies.
He's still sitting on it.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna drop it right in the center of all of it.
Okay. Yeah, you chuck a fireball onto his throne, and he sits there and he waits and he smiles as your fireball collides and explodes, engulfing everything in flames. And as the fire clears, he is missing, like, you blasted like a large chunks of his body away, and you can see like blood dripping from the melted figurines, and the blood sort of like re-siphons back up into his body and and freezes again, and he's like,
You entertain me. Do you wish to challenge the frozen sage?
Yes.
Do you recognize who you are speaking to?
Yeah, you're the deity that's in my sword.
Deity is far too reductive of a term. In some circles they call me the prophet of violence, in others the frozen sage, but I am partial to the title of the slaughter sage myself. You wish to form a contract with me, do you not?
Yeah.
Is that your desire?
Definitely want to partner up. Pledge
Forgive me, I thought your voice sounded a little different.
Nope. This is my voice.
Intimidated, are we?
Intimidated. Very intrigued by your power.
There are multiple ways to proceed. Should you wish to tap into what I can provide, you may swear fealty to me.
What do you mean by tap into your power? Not permanent?
You will be granted the power that I gift to you. And should you continue to serve me, I will permit you access. But there is a stronger yearning within you. I can sense it. You wish to subsume me, to overthrow me. I welcome this challenge.
No, and you know that I'm not ready to. Do you think that we can work together to keep your title as the Slaughter Sage alive and well?
Tell me of your many vices. Is gambling one of them?
Yeah.
Let's strike up a deal.
And he conjures up a visage of a icy contract that first appears as ice before the ice breaks away, leaving behind parchment.
What the?
I'm thirsty. Give me a second.
Hey, sorry.
Doing this voice takes a lot out of my throat. I would encourage you to try it. You will face me in head-to-head combat. Regardless of the outcome, you will be granted my power. However, should you win, you will be granted my abilities in totality. I will rename my powers to you, and you will succeed my position on this throne as Slaughter Sage.
Want to do versus?
Yes.
For a Prophet of Violence, Frozen Sage, Slaughter Sage versus me, a
Your
natural
mortal
level
body is not in danger within this realm.
Alright. I'll accept this challenge. Will you want to give me like, I don't know, a minute to limber up and stretch and be ready for this?
You are so eager. You are not even curious to know what I get should I win.
No, I'm good. I'll be alright.
We demons are contract bound. It is Sorry, not demons. We beings are contract bound. It is a, shall we say, restriction of our power. I am obligated to follow the rules and conditions of whatever we sign. Should I win, I will be given access to your vessel as I see fit.
That's a fair trade.
Do not worry. I will only use it when the desire comes. You will not notice anything different. I promise.
And he smiles wickedly.
Dynasty off camera said that he's gonna rape me, which no longer. I'm now very concerned. No bust.
I was thinking about quotes that characters should use. I'm considering a lot of things for Galadriel.
Yeah.
She's whispering in her sleep.
I'll do this 1v1 with you if you allow me to give myself a minute to prepare to get onto your level.
Take as much time as you desire.
Right. So, that being said, I am going to drink a potion of giant strength. Put me at 1 strength.
Okay.
Going to rage.
Okay.
I'm going to Hexblade curse him.
Yeah, that works. Although I guess technically speaking, you can't do that actually.
What?
Not yet. You haven't signed the contract yet.
I can't use any of those then?
Not yet, no.
Oh, shit out.
He wants your soul.
But
and your soul.
and my soul afterwards. All right, I'm
It's
gonna
a fast deal.
God.
No los dos.
Yeah. Why not both? All right, yeah, I'm good with that. I guess I'll summon my flame sword.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and I guess we're rolling initiative a little bit. It probably won't last long, but
It's 1v1. All right, whatever.
Go ahead and roll.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, you go first. I rolled a 1, so.
Oh, perfect. All right. Do I still have to mandatory hit with the Sword of Sharpness?
Nah, we don't have to go through that. But I mean, if you want, you can roll attack and see what happens. Just do what you want to do. Do what you think Ganondorf is. This is more of a cinematic RP combat than like actual. Because one-on-one combat's just through like, I roll the dice, I hit you. That's boring, right? Like, describe what you're doing. Do cool stuff.
I am going to recklessly attack him. I will start off by using my Great Axe.
Okay. You can go ahead and make the attack.
Definitely.
And then, yeah, no, if you can just like give me a little more to work off. I mean, you can just say like, you just charge straight in.
Is he still sitting up on top of the hill, like in his? Spot,
he's gotten up at this. When this whole thing started, he's gotten up.
We both
the
on
throne behind him.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the throne behind him melts as he stands up and like freezes into the ground as like an arena forms around you. And he's this is the Vestige versus Molech Ball, but
yeah,
probably cooler. But
so I definitely have my flame blade coming out of my left gauntlet, and I'm just gonna grab onto my great axe with it. The flame blade's kind of there. I'm going to use my full movement, get up to him, just recklessly attack him with my great axe, and then once I swing with my great axe, I'm gonna basically switch into my flame blade and spin back around and hit him with my flame blade.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and just roll your attacks, and then we won't do damage calculations, but this is more just to see what happens. Ooh, a crit. Oh, that's juicy. Okay, excellent. Okay, you run up, yelling in your rage, with your great axe in your right hand and your flame blade in your left. And as you walk up to him, and he just has his arms crossed and he's staring at you amused. You swing with your great axe, and one moment he's there, and the second he's not. He's got mad taijutsu skills, and you feel a presence behind you, and you really quickly, faster than you've ever done, whip around with your flame blade, and he catches it with his hand, but you slice into it. And you make it like halfway in, and it's not a physical blade, I guess, but you cut halfway in, like sort of like if you've ever done like that like hot wire through styrofoam thing, it's kind of like that, before it stops, and he looks actually impressed, and he says, well, he doesn't say anything, but he looks impressed. Ganondorf, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage +2 on that from
Yes.
whatever.
What the heck is that?
+2.
Weird.
23.
No, but that weird.
Oh, that's
bracket, but
board
that's
formatting.
fine. Yeah. With a 23. Okay, yeah. No, this is really cool. Go ahead and roll a second one.
Yeah, no, that's cool at all, but do it again.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is what happens. From your flame blade, like your fire freezes over and begins rapidly traveling up through the blade towards your hand, and you really quickly break away as you stumble backwards. And you're like paying attention to your arm as you stumble back, and when you break out, the ice melts off, and you look up, the slaughter sage is no longer there. And then you hear like a, or that's not a good word. It's like you hear like a slicing, like a clean slice sound. And then you start to realize, oh, hey, I'm growing taller and the world is turning upside down. And oh, is that my body?
So am I still conscious?
Well, briefly, yeah. And as your decapitated head flies through the air, and twists and tumbles, and you see your body.
I let loose
and
one more spell on my way out. Or is that?
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, not +2. Sorry, it's just 12.
It's fine. No, your body just like falls, knees, then like down flat, and right before your head hits the ground and like you lose all consciousness, you hear him say,
"It's been fun."
And then you wake up.
I don't get this
Well, by accepting the duel, you implicitly signed it.
Perfect.
So yes, you do wake up. I will say you don't remember any of that fight, and you don't remember the specifics of the contract. You just remember that you agreed to something. You don't really remember what you gave up for it, but something happened.
I talk to my sword.
You can try.
I can still communicate with Sage, or at least I could.
Yeah, you can try. I don't think you've ever like tried talking to him directly, except for that one time.
Yeah, I asked him more power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just look at my sword and say, "Are you there? Knock knock."
No response. But when you tap it with your non-gauntleted hand, and I guess you like cast hex on your blade or something. I don't know, but something happens. You feel an energy leaving you. What does your hex look like? This won't use up your usage. It's just for more for flavor. Like, tell me, when you use Hexblade's Curse or Hex, what does it look like?
I think it's like a purple like seal with type of runic symbol.
I'm guessing not the art seal, right?
No, not that kind of.
That'd be pretty amusing.
Chucking seals at people. Peter would be so mad. No, I think it's like just like a purple runic symbol that's like underneath people are.
That sounds good. Yeah, so that happens to your sword.
My sword now has a purple like runic seal on it. Oh, because
you hexed your sword.
That was fucking dumb. Okay. So I can tell now that I definitely that would signify that I sealed.
Something's different. Something's different. Yeah. I mean, you have memories that you agreed to something. You just don't exactly remember.
Big.
You don't remember losing the fight. You don't remember there being a fight in the first place. And you definitely don't remember, like, because of that, you don't remember what he asked for if he won.
Okay.
I just pulled a Jujutsu no Kaisen on y'all, but...
Alright. So, life lesson, don't 1v1.
It's a new day. Yoshi is at full health. I don't think his HP increases because that's based on ranger level only. I believe. So. But it's a new day. Groot has been standing very patiently outside the city with his big ol' fist of gold.
Doesn't he turn into like a normal looking tree if he stands still though? Sleeps?
Oh shoot. You got a money tree going outside.
Yes.
It's like a tree.
Money tree.
There's a big bowl. There's a big bowl, and in the bowl there's like this mountain of gold. There's leaves coming out of it. But I mean, like, people aren't like where this come from because like they saw Groot just standing there, I think. But what do you guys want to do?
So is it implied that we just like cleaned up and everything?
Yeah, you couldn't spend time doing that. I don't think you're gonna fix things up in a day, but
I mean, like our bodies.
Oh yeah,
from, the battle.
Yeah. Well, that's up to you guys, but yeah.
Okay, we can
RP as little or as much of that as you want.
Yeah.
I think if we're all in like a little group, like if we're in the tavern or the common area of the bar, I think I can prestidigitation everyone and clean us all up.
Man, what a useful spell. You never have to take a bath again. Is that the spell that lets you magic your poop away?
Yeah.
Oh, we Harry Potter now.
Oh, Flinty's not gonna like it. Oh, where's Koi? Oh,
What?
wait.
Here.
Oh, there you were.
I'm here.
Oh, I do like that. Yeah, Pog and Odin, you're scrubbing each other's backs. It's you guys have smooth backs or rough backs?
Yes.
Gonna be rough.
I don't really know. I went to bed first, and Odin just catched up. Also, whoever was sleeping with Ganondorf, didn't he feel like he was having like nightmares or something? Or at least
I think he just slept by
Sunshine?
himself.
Yeah,
Oh,
slept on a table.
Yeah. I
Oh,
believe he just slept
I
by
had a
himself.
weird dream.
Yeah. Okay. Are you casting plant growth on something?
Going it.
Oh, okay. That's fine. But if you guys want a like concrete list of things to do, maybe
I want to go check on our tree of money and get that sorted out.
My legs. I'm in pain when I wake up, right?
Yep.
I guess so, yes.
Oh my god. What?
That's pain. That's what I heard. That's pain.
We should probably go check on him first, I guess. Sounds pretty bad.
Wheelie, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you like so broken or like what was that?
Just needed a good night's sleep, and I'm fine.
Alright, he said he's fine. I'm going back to my I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna start into the tree.
So how do we fix his legs though?
I start walking.
What?
You just gotta walk it off.
I really don't know
Shake it
how
off.
long rests work with broken appendages, but
They don't fix anything. You
dirt
can
on
recover health point, but you still have broken leg or whatever is broken.
How does it mean to be full health with broken legs?
You can have like a member severed by an NPC or something for sure. It's just
That's true.
you have to visit a professional that can put it back on. Koi can probably fix it. Probably.
What? How?
Who's coy?
Yeah, Flinty's gonna fix it for you. I'm tired of healing people.
I don't know how to fix legs.
That's why you're gonna do it. It'll be even more funny.
Wait, can he walk? Really, can you walk?
I start walking.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
You're probably just crawling with your hands.
Okay. You instantly collapse. Your legs are still very broken.
I like to think that it's like when you're trying to walk with like when your legs are numb. Your feet are numb and you just kind of...
It's probably a little more gruesome than that because his legs definitely like fold on themselves in the wrong way.
Oh my fucking god.
Are his legs
I'm gonna roll medicine on him and try to figure shit out. And then I'll tell Flinty, go get me a scalpel. And then she's probably gonna bring like the wrong thing, but it's whatever.
You gonna do surgery?
I don't know. I have good points in medicine.
I mean, honestly, Pog, you could probably just like splint it and then cast like a restoration spell to like fix it up or something, but
I don't have greater restoration though. I only have minor restoration.
A restoration spell. Probably.
I mean, that's pushing the game a little bit because it says you touch a creature can either one disease or one condition affecting it. So that's called fucking yourself up with a portal, a condition. And then it says the condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Meaning,
well, it's all make believe anyways, right? You could probably spend some like quality time and just like waste your spell slots trying to fix his legs that are just freaking broken.
Can I just make like a, like patch him up? I don't know the word in English. Where you put like a piece of wood to like keep the shape and
a splint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just do that and then he gets disadvantage on like stealth and movement for a day? I don't know. It's probably fine.
Yeah,
right?
he will also definitely get like half movement
or something like 100%. That. Yeah. So I'll spliff his leg.
Spliff. Isn't it
just called 2F? I don't know, man.
Splint.
I'm just reading shit. Oh, it's splint. I'll split his legs.
You're taking us in good faith. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, you do that.
I don't even know the word. You guys could be right now. I could be like removing hair from his leg.
I'm telling you,
I know.
I don't know the word is split. I'm very. That's very incorrect.
I know what grunt is. Yeah, for sure.
It's pronounced splint, but it's actually spelled. It's spelled like this. So just trust us on that one.
No, it is the same word as in French. That means like take away something.
No, it means splint. I promise.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, I guess there's nothing to do.
Is like, Wheelie, it hurts. But he straightens out both your legs and he splints them up. I like how it's a noun, but that's definitely a description of a verb. So like, all sorts of wrong here, guys.
Did I patch him up enough for him to walk, so we don't have to carry him around?
Yeah, I mean he'll walk, but very slowly. Oh, this is so dumb.
So every time we show up for something like a conversation, he's always going to be late. Like after we have to wait like 8 sentences.
Unless someone like a wheel simmer carries him. Okay. Yeah. What are we doing first? There is the issue with regards to the money. Isarya brings up a good point. Why were Wheelie and Isarya targeted? Checking out Brazil is something else you could possibly do. But yeah. Isarya's dad is still that
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So we need to go to the temple or chapel or whatever.
Yeah.
However,
I think it's a little bit of a complicated situation given how many dead there are. But yeah.
They're all in a pile, like right outside the city, right? We were piling, or was that in Brazil? We were piling.
That was Brazili.
I guess we should probably pile up the bodies.
well, I'm sure Isarya would like to do something special just for her dad, maybe, or we can do a dance of the death. Dance of the Dead.
Fireball?
What's Dance of the Dead?
No.
Do we need those altars to make the flesh atronachs?
Oh no, we're not making another Bob. Come on. Come on, get over it, Flinty.
Oh man, that was fun though. I guess we don't have.
Well, listen. For all you know, yes, but I mean, if you wanted to dabble in necromancy, that could be like its own thing. I'm not saying no to it, but I think, like for quick making, as far as you know, yes, you'd need those altars.
Seems messy.
I don't think Odin can do that.
Oh, he can dabble in it.
Oh.
Roll an Arcana and summon a fucking army.
Well, no, that's not how it's gonna work. It's not like if you roll a 20 in Arcana, you just become a necromancer.
No, it's a one-off though. It's a fucking Josie allows it for this one time. So
that's not how natural 20s or ones work. And it's not like I want to kill Eragon. Nat 20. Okay, I guess I did it. That's not how this works.
Wait, if we pull the wish card out of the deck, we could summon everyone back.
That's correct. If you pulled the wish card, you could do that.
Did somebody say they wanted to pull a card?
Oh, I'm gonna pull a card to get my legs back.
All right. I'm gonna hand him the deck of card and wish him good luck in his journey.
This is where things go bad.
I immediately drop all my stuff. Well, I guess except my bone daggers, and I pick 2 cards.
Yep, he drew a card. I don't know which one, but
All right. Let's see. You get Rogue and you get Comet.
I think those are good.
Rogue, how appropriate.
Yeah.
Good check.
Comet just sounds bad.
Let's see. Okay, Comet. So don't check, Jarius. I think that ruins the illusion. Okay, let's do Rogue first, because Rogue is a little more straightforward, I think. Oh no. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think just to preserve, I need to write this down though, because these two actually do a lot. When you draw the Rogue card, it burns up, it disappears. And nothing seems to happen immediately. When you draw the Comet card, I think again at the onset nothing happens immediately. But I'll be more clear about the Comet one. You are presented with a challenge. If you single-handedly defeat the next encounter entirely by yourself, whatever the next encounter is, if you singly defeat the next, and this is specifically hostile monsters or a group of monsters, so you can't just kill a rando. If you single-handedly defeat the next monster you encounter, you level up.
Oh.
Really?
This has to be the next encounter, because after the next one, it's gone.
So I have to kill them by myself,
and you
right?
have to do it entirely by yourself. No one else can help you.
I see. So
walk out in the woods, find a fucking squirrel and make it attack you.
I think I'm going to rest up first before I start fighting.
With your broken legs. Oh, these two actually work really well with each other. Okay.
Yeah, they really do. They really do. Yep.
Yeah, don't tell Wheelie. I think it ruins the illusion. But
Really?
These cards don't seem to be
I think they're duds. You should probably draw another one.
He already declared 2. He can't draw more.
Yeah.
Oh, big rip.
You have to say how much you want to draw.
You and Odin.
I don't think anyone can draw from it until like the next 24 hours or something.
I recall, yeah, you have to declare how much you draw, and it's once per day. I'm not sure. I can check real quick.
I think it is once per day. So
just to make sure we don't completely derail the campaign, because that deck is nuts.
Well, given what I drew, luckily nothing is too derailed. So
yeah, as far as you know.
Yet.
It's once per day.
So
yeah.
Clarify that Comet card. You said that he has to single hand, so he can't get healed or nothing either.
No, he can't get any help. It's entirely by himself. It's a solo thing.
I'll take it once I'm fully healed.
Now, to be clear, if the next encounter happens to be a group one, if any of you get involved, he forfeits that bonus instantly. So you can get involved. It just he'll lose it.
There's no real negative effect though. He just wouldn't get the free level up.
That's correct. There is no negative effect. It is purely positive. At worst, nothing happens.
He could also die potentially if we don't.
Yes, he could also die.
Yeah, we could intentionally like sabotage it, like go into
Correct,
shit
yeah.
fast.
What are you guys talking about?
We're just all concerned about your health.
Concerned about your leg.
Concerned about your diet?
What? I eat a regular diet.
Of what? That doesn't mean anything.
Food. And food for breakfast, food for lunch, food for dinner.
The edible kind, right?
And water.
Was it keto, though?
It's a keto. I never heard of this keto.
Yeah, see, your diet could use some work. You're getting a little healthy.
All right. What are people doing?
I still want to go check on the money tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should just start stashing it in Odin's house for now. Since it's
Yeah, anywhere that's not outside of the city, just sitting by the road.
You got
would be great.
Odin, you have a chimney in your house, right?
Do I?
I mean, you had fireplaces, so I assume you have a chimney.
Yeah, I guess I would. Yeah.
So Groot's tall enough, he can kind of just funnel it into the chimney, right?
There we go. Dang, we should probably make sure that there's no fires going.
You guys walk up to the money tree. There's like a little bit of gold like falling down the side because Groot is asleep and not really like consciously keeping everything in check. There's a couple of like little kids that are just like running around laughing and like catching the gold pieces. Eva's there and she's like, you wouldn't happen to know what's the deal of this? And she points to the money tree.
Don't touch it.
We're giving some to Cars and Brazili.
Where did it
it's
come from?
It's qua.
So
No, I understand.
Can I hit? I'd like to use my rail splitter and hit Groot.
No.
With the blunt side though. Try and wake him up.
The non-sharp side, so it doesn't cut the tree down.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, what is wrong with you people? Yeah, okay, no, you whack him, and the tree groans as like, and
wake up, Groot. We gotta go do some stuff.
Legs, arms, and a head very slowly reform, and he's holding this gold above his head, and he's like, I am Groot. And he looks down at you. I am Groot.
I'm gonna be like, look at the gold, it's everywhere. It's kids picking it up.
I'm Groot.
What happened? We gotta go take care of this.
He's like pouting.
Don't pout.
I'm Groot.
You're pout. Let's go. I'm gonna start walking back towards the city.
Okay. As you're walking back and Groot's like following you, just stepping over things, making sure not to, step on anybody. Eva, I guess it was Isarya that said, are you, this is for the cities?
Yeah, we're gonna give some to Brazili and to Cars. It was what's left of Kiavra's stash.
That's incredibly generous.
I'm gonna look back and be like, the keyword is some.
as long as Kars and Brazili become allies, I will just make sure this gold goes to good use.
Yes, no, that is. I mean, after today, we need all of the cooperation we can get. Okay, well, while you were gone, I did a little bit of research isn't the right word. Scouting, astral plane sightseeing. I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on with this Aradel person you mentioned, Isarya. Whenever you have time, just come see me. I will be in the council. But I'll leave you to it is whatever it is you're doing. And
Okay.
she runs back.
Daria,
Yes.
you're a bank in town.
Let's see.
Guess I want to try and find out if we can maybe convert this gold into platinum so we don't have to carry as much.
$1 bills, y'all.
I guess that makes sense.
There's actually one north of town. Near the temple.
Groot can make it over there.
I am Groot. He's like, he's being real whiny today.
He's holding a lot of gold.
Can we do that, Josie, just for sake of?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. No, that makes sense. So I believe, what 10 gold is 1 platinum? Oh, it's 1,001. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean,
sorry.
the value.
I don't know. It's like 100 to 1 or 1,000 to 1 or something like that. But
the value stays the same. But
Yeah.
let's say you reduce it enough to a more manageable size. It's still heavy, but like not literal.
70,000 coins or 7,000 coins.
Yeah, like not literally like 200 pounds heavy.
Are we? Sorry, who are you giving in charge since I wanted you to be in charge? Are you gonna be in charge while you're away?
Either Eva or Jeffem.
I guess whoever
They can work together.
whoever you
Yeah,
decide, I guess we should give them the money so they can start rebuilding the town.
Yeah, I can give it to Eva when I go talk to her.
Teleport, right?
I could make portals.
You can? Oh, right, with your portal gun,
Yeah.
but
If we want to get back to Brazili though, so that we can give them money to help rebuild too, I guess we should either finish up here or find someone that can teleport us over there. That's a day's walk.
Can Garfield teleport us over there? If we teleport to him?
Can we use like Costco as like a way of traveling between Kars and Brazili?
Costco is an enigma. I think if we take away the travel component and the passage of time, it might break the game a little bit.
So
Costco is weird.
Yeah.
We went to the bank. We got it
Yes.
turned into platinum.
Yes.
So now we just have 7,000 platinum on us right now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We should just store that at the bar. And
Bar where there's
let
fucking gremlins in there.
they're gone. I got rid of the problem.
Doesn't mean they're not gonna go back. Your reverse
Then you
locks.
can stand guard. I think Isarya needs some time to tie up loose ends here before we start figuring out arrangements going across the world.
What was that?
Death
Did anybody
scream.
else hear that?
Yeah.
That was Reagan. He's
Not a
playing,
croc.
or he wants the little Australian Shepherd we have.
Oh. Okay. It sounded like a ghost passed by or something. How much gold are you giving to cars? I think once we nail that down, then we can move on with this like
I think we
money
decided
misering
on
logistics.
10k gold, so that's what 1k platinum.
I guess so.
Is that what we all agreed on?
I believe so.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So what was it?
10k per town, and I guess the 50k goes to you guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to split that.
Okay. No, that works. All right. I think the last thing we'll do then is this little discussion with Isarya and Eva. All right, guys, you guys can go to the council if you want as well, but
Sure.
okay. Yeah, I'll just slap you in there. If you don't want to be there, then you don't have to be there. All right, you guys. Yeah, I think not all of them are going to be there. They're going to be out and about because they're going to be doing their own stuff. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys head over to the council chambers. It's pretty much as you left. There has been some cleanup. There's no longer demon corpses littering the front garden. There's still bloodstains though, and like crumbling walls and infrastructure. You guys, let's just say you stashed the rest of the gold back at the bar. I guess Ganondorf stayed behind to guard it or whatever. But you walk on in, with your hefty bag in tow. 1,000 platinum is still quite a lot. And surprise, surprise, all the other sorcerers are out and about, helping out with just taking care of things around cars. So Eva and Jeffem are... Eva's waiting for you. Jeffem is just kind of doing paperwork because it's like that's what he does. Yeah. He's not as springy though anymore, as he's quite old. But yeah, Eva approaches you and just like, okay, well, I see you brought the whole party along, which is nice. Is that platinum in your sack, or are you just happy to see me?
That's platinum. That's platinum. It's for you.
This will go a long way to helping us rebuild and reconstitute. Yes, I made a PP joke. It was very funny. Listen, we needed some humor, all right? It's dark times. I gave myself inspiration. And she levitates it to the side, out of sight. Okay. While I was very conveniently unconscious, and I do apologize, I wish I could have been more help during those earlier battles. The long and short of it is Eridol is, as far as I can tell, he is in the astral plane. And I want to say, Ganondorf, you remember, you had a very brief stint in the astral plane when you were in Elysia, and you were like teleported because of special sauce for just a very brief moment. And so maybe you're making the connections like, okay, I sort of like see what happened there. And he's figured out a way to use, as disturbing as it is, souls for energy. and he is pretty much just erasing people from existence. You weren't. It was in the rebellion. It was in Elysia. I think it was one of those fights when Odin like smashed a bottle of special sauce, and I guess somebody lit it on fire. Oh yes, you were at the. Sorry, you mean now you're at the bar? Darn. Well, that's true. Forget everything I said. But when she mentions that, Odin, when you were in the I forgot what realm that's called. Realm of Shadows, I think. But yeah, you were seeing like souls disappear and stuff. So there's stuff like that happening. I think it's pretty obvious that this is rather concerning, but that is how he was able to unleash literal hell in such a widespread fashion. And we as in people kind will be dealing with the aftermath of that for quite some time. Short story short, he's in the astral plane. He can't necessarily exert direct influence. I think otherwise we'd all be dead. As for why he came after you and Wheelie, this is less my realm, but I did consult one of our divination sorcerers. Both of you, it is a little vague. Both of you provide access to the astral plane in not necessarily direct ways. I don't know what that means. I would imagine for us, Isarya, and for Kos, since we are magical, should we have grown to power to some point, we would learn the ability to travel from plane to plane. I've only heard of spellcasters with that power, but with training and years of dedication, that is something that we could do. Now, with you being this miraculous prodigy, which I think is a little more explained now that it seems that Kiavro saw you as his chosen, you potentially could have been a direct contributor to that threat. Now, for Wheelie, that I am less certain. Oh, that does remind me, though. You have been asked. Your presence has been requested in Brasilia.
Oh, yeah, to answer your question, we were actually, a close friend of mine is working on, like, making portals to other dimensions, something like that, using the technology Brasilia has.
Oh. Well, that would explain it quite readily, wouldn't it?
So he feels threatened by us, which is why he came and attacked us.
I like the way you think. I think that must be the only reason.
But also, like, if we stop wars, that means less souls, which means no more energy opening up to hell.
Right. Exactly. Now, I will say he has quite a bit of... Do any of you understand how the organization of the astral plane works?
No.
I would assume with those blank stares on your faces. All right. Quick planar science 101. Planar magic. What have you? Science magic. Magic. As you all know, we exist on the prime material plane. That is all great and dandy. Many planes are connected to it, but this in particular refers to what happens in some respects to the afterlife, but I think for most people this is the easiest to comprehend. When you die, your soul goes to the plane of shadows to, for lack of a better term, be judged. And based on your destination, you are sent to travel through the astral plane to your final resting stop. So the astral plane is sort of like a interplanar highway of sorts. And it's, I guess, sort of just through there, Aradol has been snatching souls up left and right. Defenseless for the most part. Souls can't really do much when they're just souls. They can be manipulated, and so when they're sent on their journey, they're pretty much just along for the ride. That being said, there are some corporeal guardians that reside in each of these planes. Hopefully you stay on the good side should you ever plane hop. But that's the gist of it. So Aradol has somehow figured out to incorporate himself in the astral plane. And he has also figured out a way to siphon the energies of the deceased, I guess.
Oh.
That's
Do
a
you know
lot
how?
to take. No. I wish I did. A lot of this is more conjecture. I know that he's in the astral plane and then just sort of connecting the dots from there. In any case, I am not a world leader by any means, but I think I've been hearing about your exploits and your communes with gods and goddesses, and it seems for whatever reason you lot are inextricably tied to the fate of this world. So I would encourage you to continue your travels, to strengthen yourselves, and along the way perhaps figure out a way to travel to the astral plane and then just give him a good ass kicking.
I suppose if, like, Brasilia and Cars are to somehow create a dimension to the astral plane, I think the first important notice, or the first important thing both sides should establish is, like, finding a shortcut between each other.
Yes, that would be nice. That would be a good proof of concept. Well, that being said, your presence is requested at Brasilia. Also, that is probably all the time we have for today's session. Hello, it is me, Eva. I am taking the place of the Dungeon Master. But I will leave you with that. You lot have 50,000 gold pieces to share amongst each other. And I will just trust you to handle that, even though apparently I can't trust some people because they lied to me about their stat blocks.
So, quick
No
question.
idea what you're talking.
This is why you instantly died, just by getting a crit 20.
Before we leave, are we cutting in? Are we going to Brasilia like tomorrow, or are we staying in Kars for like a second and then going?
I will always take off where you left off, so you will be left off in Kars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Because I had a question to ask them before we left.
You could ask now.
Oh, I was gonna pull out my little vial of Kiavor blood and ask them if it was magical.
Okay, I see. I think the Dungeon Master needs time to decide what that means.
Because that will determine what I do with it.
It's probably magical. It's dragon blood. Hopefully there's an established canon for what dragon blood does.
With the deal that I struck with Water Sage, is there anything specific that adds for me, or no?
Not as far as you can tell.
Or is that Eva / whoever, or is that Josie?
As you, Ganondorf, can tell.
By Ganondorf. Okay.
Yes. I mean, I guess even for your character, you're just a level 1 warlock Hexblade, so. Dragon's Blood, introduced into Sharn by Dusk. Dragon's Blood is a potent and highly addictive stimulant.
Oh hell yeah!
Huh?
It's a
Would that-
drug?
Well,
Oh wait, it's a colloquial name for a drug.
I was gonna say that explains a lot for why Isarya is hanging very closely to the dragon egg.
Fucking skooma.
It's a colloquial name. It's not actually literal dragon's blood. I see. That would make less sense.
From what I see,
And Zarya's over in the corner sniffing her fucking blood.
Sniffing a vial of blood.
For what I see, there's no official rules for Dragon's Blood, so.
Which is great because that means we get to make it up.
It rolls 100 d20 when you pour it on something.
No, I don't think it does that.
If that happens, I'm using my reaction to portal the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I'll think about what it does. We can work on it together, I think.
Okay.
It is your dragon after all.
Careful, man. Don't use teleport with your legs broken.
And what are we doing with Isarya's dad?
Oh shit, we forgot again.
I don't mind
How quickly you forget.
him being there, but I'm not too thrilled about carrying around dead people for long periods of time.
I will write down that he is still in the necklace, and we can probably not forget that.
At the very least, we can repair his body if we go to Brazili. Just to, not making holy, steely.
But would that get us into trouble with the Raven Queen?
No, you're just healing the body, not
resurrecting
resurrecting
it.
him. So, if the Raven Queen gets tilted by that, then honestly, go fuck herself.
So irreverent.
Better be careful. She'll, if she ever has to resurrect you, she'll make your pee-pee small.
Yeah, I will wreck your shit.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not breaking rules, so it doesn't break rules to begin with.
No, it's fine, bro. No harm done. I'm actually pretty chill. I understand a little bit of trash talking. Just I'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Oh damn, that's ominous. And that's where we end today. Next time on Ballers and Bagpipes, will Wheelie die?
I was close to just today.
Yeah, I mean, that was your fault entirely, though.
I needed to use my Half-Orc passive, anyways.
All right. But that is, I think that's everything. Unless people have other questions, comments, concerns. Okay. Yeah, I have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you all next time on Ballers and Bagpipes.
Okay.
Thanks,
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.